Hello everyone, welcome to Unsung Fury, episode 16. Oof. It's been a crazy ride. Of course, joined by our cast as per usual. We've had some technical issues. Eric's mic was being weird. Frank's camera's still being weird, but you know what? We're here. We made it.
My daughter wanted a hug, technical issues. Ugh.
That is a technical issue.
We all got crosses, okay?
At least Scott's not in his weird daddy dungeon. What was that?
Oh, God.
What are you talking about?
That was his room, Maggie.
Yeah, sure.
That's his room.
I didn't want to talk about it.
What the heck?
Welcome to the dungeon, baby.
Look,
No,
the worst thing is that
don't
screen was up when his daughter came down there and he gave her a hug.
I know.
Oh, that's right.
It was so creepy.
That's the worst part about it.
That's TOS breaking.
That's why Scott, I was like, God, that's real creepy.
That's funny because I was like, okay, let's go. You gotta go to bed. It's really freaking late. Oh, it's funny.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, we are here for episode 16. We're ready to rock and roll. We always have fun. So much that I'm always like at the end of it, I'm like, the time's already gone. What's happening? Also, take that room back. You don't have no room. Take it back right now.
It's crunchy.
So I'll just go quickly through all of the things, and then we'll introduce ourselves really quick, and we'll get to it. So if you enjoy the show and you want to help support us, of course, you can go to twitch.tv/MargaretCrone, and that is where you can support by hitting the subscription button there, or you can donate to the channel as well. Either way, that helps support us so that I can pay all these lovely people. Otherwise, everything else comes out of pocket for me. It also goes to help pay the editor as well, who just cuts the video up really quick. Puts it up on the YouTube channel for you every morning on Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. You can watch it there too. And of course, if you can't support us in monetary means, we totally understand. Just being here is super helpful, or following us on all the things is very helpful. At Margaret Crone in all the places, other than the YouTube video, which if you're watching this on YouTube, you can smack that subscribe button, hit the bell. There's another pop-up you have to hit. I don't know, just select everything so that you get all the options. Whichever best suits you, I suppose.
Actually, I think as of March 1st, they require a retinal scan.
Probably.
Yeah.
And a fingerprint. I don't know.
Did you get your Prime scanner?
Your Prime ID.
Yeah, you didn't get your Prime bio scanner.
And
that's how you get free 1-day shipping. Totally
they said in the content creators email that they sent out there that as of September they might be doing a rectal scanner too, but that's still it's still coding.
No, it
Some
was
bugs.
exam, not scan.
Oh no. But yeah, that's all I got. So we'll go around, we'll introduce our characters and all that jazz, and then toss it over to Frank to take us on a long journey that has been crazy. So Luther, aka Delric, tell us a little bit about the character you're bringing to the table, and of course a little bit about yourself if you want.
My character's afraid right now that he may have angered the God Emperor, and it's coming out of Frank's camera. It looks like there's like a disturbance in the machinery because the God Emperor is very upset that he said corn on a loudspeaker.
Roll your
because
conviction.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll for corruption all over again.
corn.
He's just getting it out now.
I think for Monday nights I should just start eating corn. Like no matter what I have for dinner, I'm gonna put corn in it. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Some
If you
corn
do
flakes.
that,
They're
oh,
gonna be
so
corn on
hard.
the
It's delicious.
cob, or sweet corn, or cream of corn.
Cream of corn.
Cornbread.
Just eat corn.
Just all
Maybe.
candy corn for Halloween.
Ew, gross.
Oh god, I love myself.
I don't like candy corn either.
Yeah, come
I
on.
love myself.
Wait, does
That's a
anyone
good
here actually
rebuttal.
like candy corn?
Candy
I'll
corn or
eat it
candy
out of
pumpkins?
boredom.
Okay, they
Just
taste
kidding.
the same.
They are the
I'm
same.
just kidding. I'm a reformed candy corn eater.
Well, welcome to the light side.
I'm a reformed candy corn.
Yeah, I
dark,
don't do
dark
it
times. Dark times.
I have a little coin that's like 4 years sober from candy corn.
You have a
Is it a little
you
cob?
mean a little corn? It's like a gold corn.
Oh God.
One gold corn for every year. Sorry. Okay. Anything else,
Yeah.
Scott? I don't know what happened.
corn.
All right, and then of course, Tornay, played by Apocalypto. Tell us a little bit about your character and yourself, if you so choose.
Hi, I'm Tyler Scheid, or Apocalypto_12. My character is Tornay. He's a Imperial Guardsman desperado type, dual pistols, likes to shoot things up, and last episode, he got to use a machine gun, and he critted a lot.
That was amazing. Also, Tyler got a haircut. Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 though.
What a dad.
Surprisingly, that's all
Only
you
What a
3
saw.
dad.
hairs. He only got 3
Were
hairs.
3
cut.
hairs wrapped over and over and over before.
Like a
It was
noodle?
just 3 hairs.
You just had like a giant noodle mop on your head.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that makes sense. Of course, Gildo, played by Eric Vulgaris, tell us a little bit about who you are and the fact that you do not have a haircut. In fact, your hair is getting quite long.
Yeah, my hair is getting long. I had in a ponytail not that long ago. Hi everybody, I'm Eric Vulgaris, part-time streamer working for Roll20. Love role-playing games. And I'm playing Gildo Stern, the Cadian knife expert. Or Katachan.
Katachan.
Awesome.
I'm an honorary Cadian.
And of course, I'm playing Stara Thomas, who is a sanctioned psyker. It's been a crazy ride. Clearly, when she was using magic last episode, someone was creeping. Not good. I'm scared, but fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We did though make it through an epic wall with our combo wombo, which I think was really. So I will toss it over to our game master, who is a heretic today. What?
Not heretic. Heretic. There's a difference. One dabbles in heresy, the other dabbles in technology and heresy.
That doesn't
That's
sound.
the flashing
That sounds worse, Frank, and that's probably why you're glitching that
That's
out.
why the camera's like this. Because I'm messing with
Scott
technology.
was right for once. He's like, yes, wait. Go ahead, take it away. Don't kill me.
Hello, everyone. As you know, I am Control Alt Frank. Unfortunately, apparently last week, the camera just was having a good day. And now it's back to this. No idea what's wrong. I'm using a powered USB
Heresy,
hub now.
clearly.
Corruption has gotten to Frank.
Corruption has gotten to you.
I mean,
That's what happened.
that was obvious.
Did this camera stuff start happening when you changed your name to Heretic?
No, it was after. I actually did it because you guys suggested it. Just to, show off, I bought a giant thing of Girl Scout cookies because I love myself.
It's illegal.
I didn't
Can't
get
buy that
any
many.
Girl Scout
I have
cookies.
7 boxes of Thin Mints and 3 boxes of Samoas.
Yeah,
And
that's the right ratio. That's the golden ratio.
exactly.
Who's your
They will
dealer?
be-
Because all the people at my work are all
It's
sold
one of my
out.
students. One of my
That's right.
students.
You have a lot of
last
students.
week.
I forget that.
Yeah.
What
I
about
get
the
all that good
lemon
stuff.
ones that have like the powdery coating?
I don't know about those.
I
I
like
don't
those.
like those.
I like
I like
the
those.
Sonoma ones. Is that there? They're like chocolate
Samoas.
and
Samoas?
caramel. Yeah, those. And then I like the peanut butter with chocolate covered.
There was a cookie back in the day that they had that they discontinued. That was my favorite, and I'm very upset that it's gone. I can't remember the name of it though.
So apparently you weren't that upset, Tyler. Apparently you weren't that upset.
Apparently.
I was younger. I didn't pay attention to the name of it. I just know what my
Tyler,
parents bought
you're
it, and I
still
loved it.
younger than me. So,
Aren't I the youngest one here?
maybe.
Oh,
I'm
how old are you?
31.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Oh, I'm the youngest.
I'm 29.
How much? 29.
How much?
Like,
How much?
You're older than
29?
me by a couple months.
Also,
My
Twitch
birthday's
chat,
in
it's
December.
technically against Twitch TOS for
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys to share
Frank's
your age.
birthday's
so
like
don't
the
do
day
that.
before my birthday.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
you're December baby.
Yeah, literally the day before me. Like
I'm
we
an
spent-
October
we-
baby,
we
so there we go. We're pretty
celebrated
close.
our
I'm
birthday
January.
October what? Well, my little
12th.
brother Eric is October 31st, so I'm going to say October
When you dox
31st.
your brother. No, I'm just kidding.
Very close.
29th,
Very close.
My daughter's the 30th.
27th.
Wait,
Very close.
26.
just
There you
The
go.
first.
Now you got it.
That's weird.
There you're the
You're,
opposite.
and you're a
end.
Scorpio.
26. I am a Scorp.
What does that mean?
I'm a
It
Scorpio.
means he
likes to squirt.
There's a lot of things that Scorpio means.
My Mars is rising and my Pluto is rising, so I'm like super Scorpion.
That's
Pluto's
No,
not
that's what
a
it means.
planet,
Is the
so
week
why
I was
does it
born.
matter?
I don't
All I
know.
have
It
to
means
say
some kind
to
of
that
voodoo
is-
magic happens.
eyebrows.
Does that mean that you learn like red magic or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what it.
I was born on September 23rd. Do me. What kind of spells do I know?
You're a Libra. You're just balanced.
I don't think that's how anybody would ever describe me. Sounds like your scales are a little tipped. Ew. All right, sorry. Frank, would you like to welcome the heresy?
No, I was using you guys as a distraction so I could make your make a sheet.
I mean,
How
Frank,
dare you?
Yes. So last week we ended the session with the party escaping the capital of Thero, the massive 3 billion person hive city, as a large metal gate slammed closed behind you, barely being held up by, well, by what, Astara? I have to ask her because she's eating.
Hulk Hogan.
I thought I let go of it.
Yeah. And then you slammed it shut.
Yeah, I was holding it up with my pure energy.
Hulk Hogan.
Yes, a
And-
tiny Hulk Hogan spawned in the form of force energy and was holding it up with his muscles.
I could picture that.
Yeah.
And then I can definitely picture Randy Savage just being like, "Oh yeah," and flipping your vehicle over. He's gonna snap it like it's Slim Jim. Moving on.
What are you talking about? Our vehicle's fine.
No.
It's when
Randy
it's some sweet
Savage just
jumps,
fucked you
okay?
guys up.
Some really sweet jumps.
Andre the Giant is on my side, so we're good.
Is it a full moon today or something? We are all being
Yes,
straight.
yes, it is. It is.
Mortifer is here to save us.
In front of you all, as you're driving away, are the slums of the hive, the shanty towns outside the protective walls. Miles upon miles, as far as your eyes can see, of quickly made shelters and refugee bunkers. That's a giant pizza.
Have you met Tyler before? He literally eats
I know
like the full pizza
everything,
every time.
and I love it. I love it, and it makes me jealous.
It's like you don't even
Doesn't
cut
even
the
cut it
pizza.
up.
You just literally take the
That's
pie.
because it's a waste.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
When
you
cutting
cut it
you
into
dirty a dish. If you're
fours.
gonna hit the whole, and then
No, you don't.
you
You don't
lose-
use a dish.
You lose
Cut it into
toppings.
quarters, so you have
You lose-
4 massive pieces.
How do you
Ty-
not lose
Tyler-
toppings?
Tyler,
you lose
I agree
central
with you.
pizza integrity if you
Tyler-
eat it that way.
No,
Exactly.
Tyler, I agree with you.
You just
first of
eat
all.
the crust around and like do like a spiral motion to the middle, like
No.
a Fibonacci.
Tyler,
eating
you.
sequence. What do you do?
I
that'd
agree
be
with you.
delicious.
I agree with you. It's a,
you
it's like,
dirty
it's like
a pizza
quarter.
cutter. You lose toppings when you cut it. You create more of a mess and crumbs. Why cut a pizza if you're gonna eat the whole thing? If you're
Because you cut
sharing,
into-
sure, cut
Okay.
it. But if you're not, who gives a crap?
Tyler, how many pieces of pizza do you have? You have 1. If you cut them into quarters, you have 4 giant pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but
still
I
eating
also
cinnamon.
lose an amount
Tyler-
from cutting.
Tyler, I agree with you that messy and all that stuff. I also wanted to add
I
in
understand
that the
this,
pizza
man.
that I got last time,
I'm there with you.
my wife got disappointed with my lame pizza game. So she made sure I had Red Baron for this upcoming Friday. So I had to tell her afterwards, after she got me the pizza for us, that you're standing me up. So
Good,
Wow.
good.
yeah, so I'm just gonna be heartbroken without you, but it's okay.
It's definitely a bachelor thing to be doing. Being like, I don't want to dirty a dish. I'm just gonna eat the whole pizza.
God forbid. God forbid.
I
I'm a
guess.
savage. Kidding.
All right.
I don't
Wheeling us
understand the
back in.
losing an amount by cutting it. That's the part I don't understand. I guess.
Because
I
the
feel like
sauce
you-
drips onto the tray. You cut
Well,
then
down
don't
the
cut like a
tray.
noob.
cut.
Yeah,
Learn
your
to
pizza
cut
cutter
More
sucks.
pro.
No,
Sounds like you have a bad pizza cutter. You have one made out of plastic that you got out of a
no,
Kentucky cheese 9 years
no.
ago.
It's toppings stick to the cutter itself. Like,
And lick the cutter.
but then you can cut your tongue.
Yeah. Be
Hey,
a
don't
man.
lick
Risk it.
the
What
cutter,
is this?
Frank.
Look, all the extra stuff is there. You don't,
I don't
lick
understand.
it knife-wise. You lick it.
Listen, this is the
anti-knife-wise.
most efficient avenue. Get over it.
Mine's too crunchy. I think wifey
That's
overcooked
because
it.
you have a fettuccine.
No, it's wifey
Uh,
overcooked it. It's hard. It's
Okay,
like-
what's it called?
Your life is so terrible. I'm sorry.
It is. Yeah. Usually she does. Usually she makes the best pizza, but
We are very distracted today, including myself, which is
I mean-
unusual.
I want you to enjoy how crunchy this is. You ready?
That is
Wow.
very crunchy. That's
It's
Okay, I
really
was not.
crunchy.
Yeah.
I was not prepared
Okay.
for the amount of.
That
crunch.
sounded like a tortilla chip when someone
Yeah.
like, bites into a
Yeah.
tortilla
your
chip.
wife burned
Yeah,
it?
that's exactly. Yeah.
Oh, now I want to do like a game show where like you put headphones on and you have to like listen and you have to figure out what kind of food someone like just.
Well,
chomped
let me just
down.
turn this into an.
Wait, let's do that
ASMR,
for a
and
charity
I'll just
stream,
speak.
Maggie.
Okay, I'm in.
So that's a juicy peach.
Hey,
It's definitely a juicy
ASMR.
peach.
Yay, ASMR.
The ASMR guessing game.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Frank.
All right, I have
ASMR.
another
We're the
thing.
fishermen.
Give me a
We
second.
are the fish.
Welcome to ASM WTF.
All right, back on. In front of you are, as far as your eyes can see, are these shanties. Cutting through them are various roads, one of which is the one that you are currently on, a large black-gray gunmetal highway leading off into the distance. At the moment, you guys are going your maximum speed down the ramp towards the ground itself. Behind you, it doesn't seem to be anyone able to even escape the hive city itself to give chase to your chimera. What is your plan at the moment?
Get to spaceship GTFO.
Torne wants to climb down from the machine gun and high five Gildo.
Who just woke up?
Yep.
Gildo's deep in the throes of love right now, so why don't you give him a moment?
I'm good.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Wake me
He's got to be flirting with that.
Wake me
shut
up.
up person.
Right
I
now,
can't wake up.
Go.
she's injured. He currently has to plug her hole, so he's his hands full.
Gross.
She gets shot.
She did.
Yeah,
She did
her
get
wound's
shot.
cauterized. That's fine.
She does have a hole in her leg.
Thank you. That's right. Near the thigh, you know.
But
I do give you a high five, though, Tyler.
Good, good, good.
It's like, how painful can this
But
be?
otherwise,
Yeah, shot him up. Big explosions. Held the door
Let's-
open. We're good.
yeah.
And Alana actually, as you two are talking with each other, kind of slowly hefts herself up ever so slightly onto her shoulders and looks at both of you and just shakes your head. No, sirs. They will most likely send after us. I suggest we either move quick or we, well, get rid of this and go into hiding.
I mean, I think we're pedal to the metal. Like, how fast does she want us to go? We're already going as fast as we can, right?
Yeah, Tornay looks at her and says, I'm not driving.
Yeah, and she's just saying it to the cabin itself, to everyone here. Yeah, it's about an hour to the airfield from here. So, that's still an hour of chase that they'll give. We have maybe 20 minutes of clearance before the neutral zone ends. And then, well, it's all holds barred. They'll throw everything.
I want to roll insight on Carl and Crystal to see if they're disturbed by me getting excited about killing people and getting out of the city.
Yes.
They are disturbed.
7.
Yes.
And a complication.
Not
Must have
not only are they disturbed at you being like, yeah, I just killed a bunch of people, they're kind of terrified at the situation in general. They were not expecting this life that you brought onto them, but they don't have a choice.
I asked them.
And Luther threatens them.
But they could have left way before any of the threatening happened. The great threatening was way beyond. They were already initiated once the threatening occurred.
Frank, let me put it this way. If they're not enjoying the life that they have, they can just simply let Luther know, and he'd be more than happy to change it for them. He'd be more than happy to end the situation.
Hey, we already talked about throwing Crystal out the back as a distraction, so.
Oh,
I mean,
throw
crystal
Carlo.
would work as a crystal ball.
Exactly. He'd distract him. He'd be all like bling bling, blinding their faces.
Exactly. Last guns will bounce right off him.
No! Leave Carl and Crystal alone. They're Astara's new friends.
Good, because Gilda and Tornay don't know anything about them.
I introduced you to
True.
them.
Tornay defensively grabs Gildo's arm. Good. Well, that's fine. I got mine.
Fine. I don't care that you have new friends.
You guys can tell that it's Valentine's week.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Astara and say it was good work with the gate there, but we need to see if we can try to lose them, slow them down, or interfere in any way how they're going to be trying to throw everything at us. Are there any towns between here and our destination? Any places where we might be able to lose the trail?
What about that chick that switched sides on us?
Yeah, is there a map or anything that we can
Yeah, you can.
access?
I personally did not make a map of the world, but yeah, there's a map that you guys can access for it. The town that you guys did pass through that basically turns traitor, that would be, where is it? I have it written down somewhere, I'm sorry. I know that the person's name was Anna Lucius, and that they led the Cardinal Phalanx. We'll just call the town Polis for now, because that's all I remember.
Let's not forget Luther announced to the citizens
Called the
hopefully
town
they
town?
uprise and stuff to distract the
Yes,
water.
call the town.
When you said corn.
I guess I don't have the name. Yes, I thought I did have the name of that.
Yeah.
Place we
I
stayed.
thought that written down too. I have it somewhere. But point is,
Tharma
that
is the
town
capital. Is it Estepero, Estropolis?
Estropolis is the first town that you guys were in.
That's the.
So Estropolis was the first town, then
Peliteros?
Palatoros, that was it.
Oh,
There we go. That was the next one on my list.
Oh, okay.
Peliteros.
That is actually it. Wow. Thank you for having your notes when I can't read mine, apparently.
No problem.
Fire
It's not worth,
Emblem.
that's probably worth the glory or something.
218.
You know, I'll give you a ref for that. I'll give you a ref for
Nice.
having notes that I don't have.
Farming that wrath. All right, I'll add it to this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So is that the only
is-
town in between where we're headed?
It's generally on the way. You'd have to sidetrack to it. Say you're heading east, it is southeast of you.
But that's the only town that we.
That's really the only town that you know that's on the way itself.
So
And the last time you were there, it took you 2 weeks on a 2-hour journey due to just the refugees on the road.
Torne would interject and say, "What's to say these palace leaders wouldn't order their armies to hunt us down?"
Are you saying that to Alana or to everyone?
To everyone.
I think that is what he's saying. They're going to come for us.
I'm betting none of them will be around that will last long. The stuff coming down on this planet, we gotta get out of here. I'll take those chances.
Maybe we just head for the spaceport and shoot out as quick as we can.
Well, that's certainly an option. To head directly there. Pedal to the metal, I believe someone had already said, and just try our luck in the open. Or we can try to use a little bit of bewilderment. Perhaps driving through a town, we can switch vehicles, allow this one to keep moving on, be a bit of a decoy while we get into another and push on. It would make us more exposed. It'd be very unlikely to find a vehicle of equal or greater quality than this. However, it could potentially pull their attention otherwise. We're going to have a unanimous decision on this one. We either stay in this one or we move to another.
We can always strap up these two with satchel charges and rig them to blow and have them run towards the guys. Looking at Carl and Crystal.
I'm sure they'll
They
have
both, look at you
uses.
and just
Torane,
shake
I
their
do
heads.
not know what you do with your people, but we do not do that.
I'm just joking. Gosh. These guys seemed perplexed and uncomfortable with what's going on, so I figured I'd throw a joke their way.
It's definitely helping the situation.
What? I'm a soldier. What do you expect? We joke about dying all the time, right, Gildo?
I just do like a little nod. Fist bump. That's just like a fist bump.
Fist bump.
Yeah, death.
Yeah.
Every time Frank Kara does that, I'm like,
We have a very fatalistic humor.
we're going to need to make the decision because we're going to have to punch coordinates. Are we going straight for, or are we going to try to go through a town and lose them on the way? Ostara, what do you think?
Do you know where there is a vehicle? Otherwise, you are going off a chip. Or
I nod.
you are wanting to steal one.
It's not thievery if it's taken from a corpse.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can just get something into low Earth orbit, and maybe the boisterous queen will pick us up when it arrives.
Just like beam us up. Beam me up, Scotty.
Well,
Oh,
we have
sorry,
to
hold
be,
on.
to be in space, basically.
I vote
we're-
for we go
yeah.
straight.
I nod. I look to the others.
Unfortunately, I do not know if I should be using my power. They're able to travel based on that.
Yeah.
They must have somebody who's a psychic.
Most
Likely-
likely.
Likely they can track this vehicle as well. And I look to the other two for the decision.
My thought is we head straight there. We come across a vehicle that could work.
Yeah.
Happenstance that works.
Yeah,
out.
I'm not gonna abandon the vehicle just because I know what it is. We'll travel much faster in it, and I feel much safer in a converted Rhino than I would it's a Chimera, converted Chimera, than I would in a civilian Jeep or something.
I'm gonna say, Alana, think you can get your ass up here, punch in the best navigation for us?
Yes, Lord. It depends on where you wish to go.
Directly to the port.
Yes, Lord. By my estimates, current speed, 40 minutes.
Huh.
We'll have plenty of fuel otherwise.
I want that GPS. And put on Cookie Monster, please.
Good.
Yes, Lord.
We can make some. Use some of that fuel, siphon some out if we need to set things ablaze to cover our tracks.
Do you happen to know how they would track this? Perhaps we can turn off the track.
Yes, my lady. To be specific with this vehicle, it specifically does not have any planetary linkage or uplinks. This is a how do I put it? A pleasure hunting vehicle used for sport by the older commissar.
You saying he sought out sex with this thing?
That, and he would hunt prisoners.
I don't
know.
say
Press on.
Star does not say anything to that.
Yeah,
she's just waiting for a response from you guys at that point.
Nobody responds, and it's like, oh, interesting. And then I'm just going to pedal to the metal on whatever navigation she has set up.
Yeah, it's literally she is able to point out the directions that you would need to go. And as you guys travel, you have basically 20 minutes of free time before you're out of the safe zone, more or less, which would leave another 20 minutes to get to the port itself. Are you guys going to do anything during those 20 minutes?
Yeah, I don't have anything to talk about, and I mean, I have stuff I could do, but I'm afraid to do any power stuff.
Torne would be looking out the port with the machine gun, checking for people following her around.
I will assist Luther in any driving.
Perfect. Torne, make a awareness for me.
Yeah.
Dang, 7.
Perfect. You notice that it's barely faint in your vision. You're barely able to see it, but it looks like there is something in the air slowly following you. Almost looks like a bird, but its movement is too precise.
Yeah, it looks like there's some sort of flying drone chasing after us, keeping track of us.
You sure it's not a bird or a plane?
Pretty sure. Its movements are too precise. It follows us too exact.
Do you think you can get rid of it?
Does the machine gun aim up, Frank?
It can. However, this thing is like maybe 1,000 feet in the
air. Don't think if my my weapons will reach that far.
No.
It's too high.
If I hit a ramp.
No, you need to
try it.
How high can we get on a 1,000-foot ramp? How much wrath for 1,000?
Well, thank God our commissar has a bunch of missiles, right, commissar?
Right. I spend a wrath to missile.
Spend a wrath to have a hunter killer and or hunter seeker and just go.
Yeah, I forgot that I had this. Hold on.
I have a rocket launcher. I'm using a wrath to have a drone-seeking rocket launcher.
I'm going to use one of my rune to.
You don't have any rune.
To spend
Not yet. Wait, yes, I do. You guys
to burn chaff.
you rolled
Yeah.
one. So,
Did we?
Yeah.
My complication?
yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, got him. Yeah, so the thing is, you would guess right off the bat, just from your own experience, this thing is purposely out of your range by a lot, as it's just watching you.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Do you know the next line?
No?
Apparently not.
I mean, we got to get out. Following us or not, we got to go. I mean, they
Yeah.
alreys know where we're going, so
we have nothing
just
we
have
can
to get
do with
there.
something that is 1,000 miles
Yeah.
away.
I mean, yeah, there is. Maggie, there's something you can do.
Not 1,000
true.
miles away.
1,000
That's pretty
feet,
far.
not miles.
Oh.
1,000 miles
Not
is pretty
1,000
fucking.
feet.
1,000 miles is pretty
1,000
far.
feet's basically overhead.
1,000 miles is the other side of the country
It's 1,000 meters.
No,
of
it's
a big
not.
country. 1,000 miles is pretty fucking far.
The diameter of the United States is like 3,000.
It
So
is.
you can get to Eastern Texas from Massachusetts. Cool.
Or you can get from Eastern Texas to Western Texas.
All right. Was it meters, miles, or
Got
feet,
him.
Frank?
What? It is 3,008 meters up.
3,000
There you go.
meters.
That
There
makes
you go.
that tracks actually. That's like
I
how high a
can't
normal
crush
plane.
anything that's 3,008
Yeah,
meters away.
that's how high a low-flying
You
helicopter
can
would probably
just-
be cruising.
Accept it into your soul. Let the
No,
warp
I
flow
can't.
through you.
As far as I can go is 20
It's like
meters. I cannot
parachute.
do 1,000
Pull a ripcord.
or 3,000 meters.
Maggie,
20
You can
meters
become
is all you can do?
unbound
Man, my pistols reach further
to
than that.
any level.
Well, I'm sorry that you're. Well, good for you. Your pistols can go further than my mind crush.
Yeah.
He's like, even my pistols go further than that. I'm like,
I mean, technically speaking,
it
a
in.
pistol might be able to shoot that high. You just have to put a really big lead on it.
Not
I mean,
that would be like throwing a needle to hit another needle in a
in the needle stack.
3,000 meter thick hay bale.
Listen, Wash did it with the engines turned off and docked his ship. That was impressive.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch
I
out.
don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm a leaf on the wind, baby.
Wow.
sadness.
All right.
Oh, it's a StarCraft reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mathis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
StarCraft.
Mathis StarCraft. Yeah, that one.
All right. So
All right.
we have something following us, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
There is nothing.
I say, anybody? Any ideas?
That I passed there.
We could go in a tunnel.
I don't turn around. I don't look at him. I don't even look at him through the rearview mirror. Don't acknowledge him. Those words were never spoken. After several moments of awkward silence, I then say, we can revisit the plan that I had before, or we just continue trucking and hoping this works. I'm, for one, sticking with the plan we've already decided on. I'm for sticking with pushing on as fast as we can.
Yeah, I guess if it gets close enough where I can do something, I will try to, but
Did you say this at all in game, or?
I'm just telling Frank, but in game I'm saying drive fast. Like she just said,
Yeah.
you're like, what do you want to do? And she's like, drive faster.
I check to see if the pedal is in fact to the metal and say, okay, but it's
no,
already
it's only to the plastic.
I
excuse
guess
me.
she'll
It's metal.
say,
what kind
You
of
need, to
ghetto
pull,
mobile
you
you
need to
got?
pull out that under rug thing and push it further.
Oh, you think she left the underrug there? No, she was good. She was good. Don't you question a lot of owl, eh?
Astara will be like, there is nothing I can do with it being so far away. But when it is closer in range, perhaps. But again, by using nearby powers, who knows?
Yeah,
know.
something like that's not getting it in range.
Yeah. And you guys continue to drive. As you're driving, the shanty town becomes less and less, slowly becoming simple rolling hills and fields. Before you notice a relatively green forest in front of you. Sparse trees looking more like a border between property than a actual forest.
Hey,
We
see
drive
that forest
vertically
up there?
Up the.
I have an idea.
Yes, Lord, that's the main boundary to notate the exact position of the neutral zone.
Yeah, do you think we'll have enough cover to disappear from that thing overhead?
What thing? What does it look like?
Pull
A
it up on
dot?
screen.
A dot in the sky, like a bird or a drone or whatever.
Zoom, enhance, zoom, enhance.
Can I pray sense goggles the heck out of that and zoom and enhance?
It's a big red dot in the sky now.
The trees seem sparse. I don't know if we'll lose it.
Well, my thought process is what if we dove out and walked while one of these fools kept driving the vehicle? They chase them, we get away.
It would take us days to get where we need to go if we are walking.
Is it that far?
Close enough.
I think 30 miles. So it would take you a day's hard walk to get there.
Alana, I do like the idea of having cover from the overhead site. However, if we bring ourselves into those trees, that we stuck along a specific path, or are there multiple paths that we can take? We don't want to rabbit hole ourselves to a place that can easily be trapped.
It's purposely obtuse in that way, my lord. So the supplies leaving the city could be intercepted, though it's relatively agreed upon that they won't be. We could go possibly off-road, find a side village or hamlet of a few thousand, but I wouldn't suggest going too far.
Can we go around the forest?
Yes, Lord. However, that would simply take us longer, if that
How
is
much?
what you wish. The forest itself is sparse. It surrounds most of the neutral zone. Maybe 5-10 minutes at full speed to drive through the whole thing.
That's 5-10 minutes that everybody's going to have to be on full guard. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, grab
Locked
a
and loaded up top.
Who's to say
Yeah,
we are
gun-
not
gun through
already
a
in full guard?
porthole. Yeah.
Oh, I sensed what you said. I'll just nod when she says that, and everybody else's responses, and say, I suppose a small request, if we're going to try to fiddle with the previous plans that have been mentioned, if there's any vehicle that we can take out, assuming there are vehicles that we encounter, without completely destroying it, we still might have the opportunity of switching, and being in one of theirs, we can both listen to their comms and perhaps be a bit camouflaged.
Gotcha.
Try to keep them.
So, kill the people, not the vehicle.
If possible, but do what you need to stay alive. All right, Frank, I guess we're going to go through the forest, because otherwise it's a bad idea. Frank's like, I just fucking rabbit holed you. Get ready, boys and girl.
I mean, did I though?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kind of. You guys want to go to the place. There's one way to get to the place.
Torne is going to keep a high eye on overhead for anybody that's going to potentially drop onto the vehicle.
Now, the road itself it's basically a 6-lane highway leading out on what you guys are on. Just to give you that picture.
So trees won't be above.
Yeah, the trees won't be directly above you, but it's still to either side of you are forests for like a mile.
All right, he'll be paying attention to upper canopy.
And I imagine it's like a pine forest and stuff, right? Like
Yeah,
it's like a fake.
coniferous.
It's like a fake pine forest, right?
Wait, why fake?
Well, you described it. It's a demarcation zone, so it's like not like it's artificial.
Not fake
It's
trees,
literally
but planted
not-
trees. Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant. So like they're like
My
really
apologies.
like in rows.
He thought you
almost,
meant
right?
like plastic trees.
No.
Oh yeah, not like fake plastic trees, but like
He's like my
they're in
Christmas
pretty.
tree.
They're like it's almost orderly.
Yes, Scott. They
So-
put
No,
like
it's
200
exactly
Christmas
that.
trees outside right now.
It was a human-created forest.
I'll have
If
you
you
know,
guys,
my wife makes me get a real tree, and I actually get another idea. Actually, as we're approaching the forest, like we can see it online, like Luther will get an idea and say, you had mentioned in siphoning, Torne. Do you think you can siphon some of the fuel from inside the vehicle? Do you think we could set the forest behind us on fire, reduce the likelihood of them coming up from the rear?
I would trust Alana to do it. She knows how long it takes to get to where we're going.
They know where we are.
Yes, my lord.
They'll be able to track the fire for sure if they're not already tracking us already.
I figure they already know where we are. It'll slow them down from being able to get to us if a burning forest starts falling on the road.
It also would smoke up into the sky.
I think we'll pull ahead of
That's
the smoke.
true, actually.
Oh.
It would cloud out the airship for sure.
Steve.
There's something to that.
Yes, my lord. It would take me a few moments to completely set up a sieve and a funnel, but I should be able to.
Can you do it while we're moving?
With a little difficulty, yes, but I would have to be on the outside.
Torne just looks at Gildo.
Got your rock climbing tools?
He stabbed the side of the vehicle.
Yeah.
There's a step.
I would not suggest stabbing it. That may spark and spark and promethium.
It's got like mad armor.
And he's a catachan.
I was like, but he's guilty.
I stabbed the Promethean container. All right, my next character is.
I was saying stab up top, so it's something to hold on to.
Yeah.
Like climbing picks type.
Yeah.
So I actually kind of look back and it's funny, you're looking at Gildo, and I'll actually say, do you think you can guide Gildo's hands as I'm looking at Gildo? Kind of like tossing a look over the dad look over the shoulder.
Yeah, she kind of does one of those quick side eyes back towards him to actually look at him, but pretend that she's not looking at him. Yes, my lord, I believe I could guide his capable hands.
I didn't say that word. So I'll say, Gildo, do you think you can do it? I'd prefer if nobody died.
On it. And yeah.
Cool.
I will be on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
I hope Tyler's idea works. You wanted gas, we're gonna get it.
So is this
I wish I could use my flight on someone else.
Is this like a multi-challenge?
Yeah, why don't no Stara do it? She can freaking fly.
Yeah, for you,
because she can't use her powers.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a personal choice right there.
That seems like a personal choice.
That's a personal choice right there. All right.
It's like a
so,
tech.
Gildo, you're going to be climbing out of the main top hatch.
Chimera. Yeah.
Piranha is. Now, simply to balance, you're going to make a athletics to make sure that you stay on, don't fall off.
Am I able to assist until he gets too far from me?
Then next, you're going to do a tech check.
Right. Okay.
Perfect athletics.
5.
Hey, and that's a glory.
And a glory.
Awesome. And I was going to give you an extra dice on that for helping hands, but you have it for the most part all on your own. Yeah, just tell me what happens as Alana guides you through how to siphon this out properly.
Yeah, so I think there's that scene where Alana's giving me like the techno stuff about like what to exactly do. Right? 'Cause I've never done something like this before, but like I get the idea here. But I think there's that moment of, okay, now this is the most dangerous part, right? Whatever Alana tells me, whatever the most dangerous part is, right? And it's like, okay, you need to make sure you cross the wire things or whatever, and this is the part where it comes down to, and that's the part where it's like it begins to snap, and I think I still use my knife to like save it, like maybe like a piece of the lid or something was like coming off of it like too fast, and I go shink, and like I stab it down, and then like it keeps it secure until it's like finishing siphoning out, and then it can come off and it's okay.
Perfect.
Right.
Luther, make a pilot check. I assume you're trying to hold this steady.
There we go.
But before I do it, Maggie said that she was going to give me assistance on pilot checks.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
How?
Well, I'm going to attempt to by
Ow.
navigating.
All right. In this case, I'd say awareness.
Okay.
to assist.
I put my hand on the stick shift, and she puts her hand on top of my hand.
Nice, I'll give you 2 for that.
Ooh, hello.
2
I'm
extra
kind of
dice.
just like pointing stuff out, looking, making sure he doesn't like.
Ooh, that's a
trip
glory
up.
too. Yay!
Oh man.
Wow.
We have 2 glory.
Well, there goes Gildo.
Yeah, so
The,
I forgot to dedicate a wrath first. So
Why me?
too late.
Why me? It's Luther.
Because this is
Because you're the one outside the car. Sorry.
All right, fine.
Yeah, so no. Astara like spots that there's a tree cut in the middle of the road. And look, there's several branches around it. There's cobble purposely dug up. Watch out. And yeah, you daftly swerve around everything, but you swerve slightly too hard. Gildo, make a athletics. Hold on. You were not expecting a sudden swerve.
is he
Lady-
within range for
Good
Tornay to
right.
grab
No,
him?
Ladies
yeah,
take
I'm
ladies
right.
take
Hang on.
Roadbird. Yeah.
I'm like hanging on with an arm.
It's
Road
really
rash
cool
is sexy,
like
man.
The scene of just Gildo just not expecting it, falling off, just holding on with one arm. Like we on the camera, we see him just disappear, and then the camera like,
Where's
pans-
Gildo? Yeah, where's Gildo? And it cuts over. Yeah, exactly, right. And then back to me. I'm like water skiing on it, like holding it in the back. Like my boots are like getting dragged through it, and I have to like climb up again.
Yeah, and you're able to climb back in perfectly. And
Yeah.
you guys
We
can literally,
didn't lose gas.
Like the hatch or whatever goes back down. Whew.
Yeah. and you guys are igniting this
On a day's work.
That's what I
Somehow
was
a
thinking,
branch
though.
cuts into his shirt, and now he's shirtless. It's fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now it's
Definitely
showing off his
100% shirtless. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, thank you.
Alana's
That's
like,
an essential
oh,
detail.
Oh no, are you hurt? Let me tend to you. It's just like
No, I'm all right.
Gil-
All right.
Gildo, is that a nipple? That's against
It's in his
TOS. to
contract.
be-
He has to show nipple at least like once.
Smuggling
True.
peas.
Maggie, I didn't see that contract. Excuse me.
It's not for Luther, just
Oh.
Gilda.
just for Gildo.
All right.
Fine.
So
Let's
you
get
guys,
this fuel split up so we can light both sides of the forest. Luther, you're gonna have to pull us close.
I nod, and then I'm gonna get.
Not too close.
Better hope there's airbags.
there aren't.
All right.
Hold on.
So,
sorry. PSA.
what do we need? I was gonna light him and throw him, like Molotov cocktails.
Light him up. Throw
Yeah.
him.
Now, were you guys just trying to, just to clarify the picture here, were you trying to just make a trail behind you?
We want
No,
Australia.
we want to burn the forest.
We want Australia right now. Okay,
Okay.
that's what we want.
Too soon, Scott. Too soon.
No, we're
Right.
trying to light both
Sorry,
sides of the highway.
we want
forest on
California.
fire.
Sorry.
Yeah, because just from Gildo's rolls on that, you guys are able to pretty much do what you want.
Frank,
with
as
that.
the kids say, we would like to yeet and then get lit.
Yeah,
Good
so we're
Lord.
lighting the
Oh.
forest on fire
Lord,
on both
yoink
sides of
it.
the highway.
I only say this because he deals with kids all day.
I do. I've ruined that word for so many kids. I'm so happy.
You ruined yeet?
Yeah. When the teacher starts saying those words and, yo, I love fork knife. Yeah, kids will hate it.
The fork knife.
Fork knife. Man, I love fork knife.
Oh God. It's funny because like when Frank says it, like to us it's funny, but it's so cringy. Like
Man.
we know Frank, we know it's meant to be, but it's so cringy. It's like you
Oh.
are a dad.
So Maggie was talking about having me set up another Minecraft server. Yeah, gotta ruin all that for kids. It's fantastic. Minecraft. All right.
Oh God.
Yeah,
So we lit both
Is this what
sides
I
of the
sound like
highway
to you
on fire,
guys?
right?
Yeah.
You guys are easily
Thanks,
able
Mike.
to basically
less
double
cringe.
stream it, where a Promethean is kind of spraying out to either side. And do you light it now? Do you wait? Or
Oh, we
If not,
light
it's-
it as soon as we don't have a trail of Promethean still pouring out of the vehicle.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we just get the scene of Gildo like closing the hatch, and that's when like the electrical spark that he set up in the back kind of triggers, and we just see a plume of fire just erupting behind the chimeras.
It's like a flamer.
I
Yeah.
just want to say this could
I
have
thought
gone
we were
really
lighting the
bad.
sides. The
Oh, it could have
forest.
gone terribly.
But we
If
rolled
you
7, 7, 6, 5, 8, 5, 8.
Yeah.
this could
So-
have actually blown you guys up. So
Yeah, we could have
So
blown up.
we lit up the forest, right? Not just behind us. Okay.
no, it's behind you plus the forest.
Yeah.
And the forest itself, like Eric did point out, is a artificial forest. You see rows upon rows of hundreds of trees, all in these perfectly straight lines. If you ever saw Band of Brothers or Bent in Germany or a imagery, it's literally just
It's foy.
it's foy.
The great thing about a forest fire is if it gets hot enough, it
And
starts
only you
actually
can prevent
burning underground and lights trees via the roots, so the rows won't matter.
It's true. And Prometheum burns hotter than gasoline.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yay.
space gasoline.
Burn, baby, burn.
Like logs combust at like
Disco
550 or something like
Inferno, burn,
Yeah.
baby, burn.
that. The
But
trees are gonna be higher.
and behind you is
Literally,
just
we're on the road
a
to hell.
wasteland.
We're on the highway to hell.
Too
I
far.
have declared the title of this burning tires or burning rubber.
Burning rubber.
Burning, yeah, it was like burning. It's like burning tires sounds
Sorry.
Burning
burning
tires.
rubber.
Yeah, so you guys don't notice anything as you're leaving the forest. Is anybody in the turret at the moment?
I mean, Tornay is basically up there checking
Make
around
awareness for me.
constantly.
Then Asura, make a awareness as you are driving on the road.
Well, I hit a 4.
7?
Stara, you notice it before Tarani does. There's at the far end of the forest, it looks like a truck just pulled off the highway going into the forest itself. And there's several people around the trees with what look like just simple cutting instruments trying to fell several trees in your path. And they're off to either side of the road.
Okay. I will mention to that.
Just Luther?
Well, I mean, to the cabin.
You're all right there.
Everybody's who here, but I'm specifically looking out for Luther, who's driving. I'm like, there are people over there that are trying to cut down the trees.
I'm gonna say I just heard his name, Torne.
Yep.
That was my call to action.
Yep. Locked and loaded. How far away are they, Frank?
Within range.
I'm gonna fire.
We all get our like sound canceling headphones and
Is it just civilian
we're just-
chimera is what I used to fire?
You
Okay,
use your ballistic
Yeah,
skill, I
but-
believe, and then to damage.
Yeah, I
them.
use my pool.
We're all gonna have
So I might
tinnitus
as well
in our
just
ears.
I can roll it right here.
Oh yeah.
8? Oh,
Ugh,
what is today?
disgusting.
This is disgusting.
It's Monday.
That's
That's
my
honestly
lowest
crazy.
roll
It's-
so far.
Nate
It
seems pretty
is.
good.
You rolled
I
like a
actually rolled
15
poorly
before.
today. I rolled a 5 when it mattered.
That's true.
Yeah,
you
no,
normally
you-
like 18.
Yeah.
You basically are able to just to one side of the road just spray down the people cutting these trees
How
down.
much damage? Roll the damage.
Am I?
Roll damage.
Well, I was gonna ask if that is that enough for me to shift anything or no?
No,
I hope those are
it's
random
you didn't roll
loggers.
any sixes.
I hope
Okay.
those are innocent loggers and that you're just as bad as me.
Nice. It's too bad you didn't roll a
16.
complication.
16 damage?
Yeah, no, just the 3 or 4 people who are cutting these down, which they don't look like innocent loggers. They look like they're military personnel with
They look like they're trying to
hatchets and,
cut
like-
trees in front of us to make it so we can't get through.
Exactly. Yeah, you just rinse down to one side of the road, and we see these people turn to you. Some of them trying to flee as the bullets hit their comrades, but you just knock them all down in a wave of iron and fire.
We've all
Well-
seen Rambo.
What
Yeah.
One side down, just stick to that side. I don't think that tree will reach us from the other way.
Dude, the last Rambo movie was crazy.
I didn't see the newest one yet.
It's
You talking about Last Blood? I haven't seen it yet.
It's ridiculous.
I want to see it. I want to see it. I
Go
want to
watch
see it.
it.
I don't think I've
Is it
seen
in theaters still, or is it out?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I have a little one, so it's hard to get to movies.
Yeah, don't take
right.
your little one to that movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's in theaters anymore.
It's
Ugh.
not a little kid movie.
Oh, wow.
So, that's all Tournay said. Luther was just stick to the side he mowed down. The other tree probably wouldn't reach us if they knocked it over from the other side.
Frank, is there any tree actually obstructing the road we should worry about? Anything that I should have him crunch up with the bullets before I take it out with the tracks?
There is one tree on your side of the road that you're currently going on, and like he said, he rinsed the people out, so no more trees are currently falling on that side of the road.
And then there's a truck. Is the truck still moving as I'm watching it?
The truck itself looks like it stopped behind the trees,
Okay.
just over a little rise in the ground.
Is that on the side that I just mowed down, or?
It's on the opposite side.
Oh, okay.
So you mowed down the right side, they're on the
I mean,
left.
if Tournay only focused on one side, he would immediately turn to mow down the other side.
Perfect. Yeah, roll to hit on that, and Luther, easy because it's a single tree. You can shift 2 of those. It's a single tree. It's not really going to be that difficult. It's going to be difficulty 4 to just bounce over it without really any trouble.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that first, and then we'll do the other thing. I'm going to commit a wrath just in case. Can Maggie co-pilot this one or no?
In this case, Maggie's just co-piloting it for awareness. She already pointed it out, and you don't need it.
Oh, beautiful glory roll.
Jesus Christ!
10. There you go.
That was, I already
Best.
took away the extra dice, but oh my God!
The best.
Also, I mowed down the other side, right, Frank?
Yeah.
Well,
no.
I think what he was saying was my assist earlier would have been. That would have been the
Yeah.
assist.
The assist earlier, you spotted the
I
several.
spotted the truck and the people cutting.
God damn.
Yeah, but Jesus!
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to say there's another vehicle. If we're going to snag it, now's our time. And out of game, I think it might not be a bad idea for us to have maybe Crystal and what's the other guy's name?
Carl.
Carl.
Alimiante.
Grab
And
the other
Alana.
vehicle and come with us. No, she can stay with us. You can come with us with the option. If you go to them, good luck. If you stay with us, you can come off world.
Also, good luck.
Yeah, but at least they might be a decoy, but they have the chance of actually getting off world with us. Because I wouldn't screw them over if they got there. But I don't mind them being decoys till we get there.
Yes, Tournay's idea.
You 3 good ideas so far there, buddy. So keep them coming. So it's out of game. So out of game. What do you guys think about?
Wouldn't the smarter decision be to have them drive this and we go in the other vehicle?
Yeah.
I feel like this one's going to be the faster and stronger one. So maybe just having another target for them to shoot at will reduce the number of bullets we have to deal with.
But why would they shoot at the other vehicle?
Because
Why wouldn't they?
yeah, if it's traveling in the same direction.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
clearly not firing
they would
upon
just
us.
shoot both at them.
Yeah.
What's the point? But, I mean,
I don't
sure.
know. I'd rather just stay in this vehicle, but
Yeah.
What,
I mean,
us-
if we
you want
can get
everybody
that
to stay
other
here?
vehicle,
I think it just doesn't make sense to me to put someone in a vehicle who's not a driver. Like someone to drive a secondary vehicle who's
Yeah.
not a driver.
Just a decoy. But so just to pull it back to in game, I said if we're gonna be taking that vehicle, another vehicle, now's our chance.
Yeah, I thought you meant swapping vehicles. Like,
Oh no! We stay here. We send them over there.
that doesn't make sense to me. I think what would make sense to me is if we got in that vehicle, took an alternate route, had someone else drive this vehicle straight.
all right, Frank. Here's the important
There
question:
was-
Is
there was
that
the
truck
original.
armored like our truck?
Yeah. What does it look
You're
like?
not in the truck. It's think of a regular troop transport truck. It has canvas backing.
Oh!
we were in one of these earlier.
Yeah, we were one of these
Don't you-
earlier.
Gosh, Tyler, don't you remember this 14 sessions ago?
Guys,
What? Is that the truck
weren't
we
even
had
sure.
with the mounted? I thought that was
in
like
this
a
case,
pickup
it doesn't
truck.
have a mount to anything on
Yeah.
it.
No,
It-
this was the
this is just a
vehicle
troop
we were
transport
in
truck.
when we found you. Before
Okay.
we ever got the tank.
Okay.
Yeah, Bueller.
But we were
Bueller.
in like a shittier
Yeah.
Jeep version.
Yeah, I always imagined it as like a pickup truck with a gun on it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of like that.
No, that's you nailed it.
They just have a canvas over the top of their back and the boot.
No, I wouldn't leave the Chimera is way better. I'd
Yeah,
rather-
Chimera's armored.
I agree.
As a GM, I would stay in the tank-like vehicle
Yeah,
unless it gets blown up for reasons.
Can Crystal or Carl drive?
rather just
Actually, Crystal can. Yeah.
Again, now's our
I mean-
chance. We're about to pass it. Either someone gets out or we don't. Quick.
It's up to you all. I
Trying to make
Tornade's
sense.
literally opening the back door, about to
I
kick
think
them
Carl
out the
and
back.
Crystal have had lots of value in them as characters. Personally,
I'd rather
Keep-
them stay in the car with
yeah,
us.
keeping them to me sounds ideal because then we can use their utility.
Everyone
Yeah,
make
they
a
can be meat
quick
shields.
awareness check for me.
How many people?
Everyone.
That's like a magic trick.
Oh no!
Perfect.
I'm holding
Oh
nothing.
no! I rolled.
And then it's there.
Oh, Gilda!
Well, you got a complication, Tornade.
I know. Hey, it didn't happen. So did Luther. It didn't happen when I was shooting the gun, so I'm happy
Yeah,
about it.
but I got a,
Complication?
but I got a 7. Are you ready?
Oh no!
I did get a 4.
Yeah, no. Everyone except for Astara kind of hears it. Tirani, you only really hear it because you're in the turret. But the loud roar of an engine as the patrol craft that was following you descends and flies ever so slightly off, looking like they're trying to go on a gun run, but angled it too poorly as you guys swerve to the side.
Cool. I'm going to aim and shoot at it.
That's where your complication comes in.
You're
You
jammed.
you tried to move the gun, it jams as you try and aim for it.
It's an awareness
no.
complication.
It's a complication.
Oh no.
And it looks like it's zooming back up. It's more of a triangle V-shaped wing of an aircraft painted in a lively green and purple scheme.
How far away is it now?
Is that something
Like
anybody
a-
would recognize?
No, it's just patrol craft,
Just,
planetary.
it's a StarCraft Wraith.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I
what do I
don't
need to
think
do
so.
to unjam this thing?
Make a tech check.
All right.
Yeah, it takes you a little time to try and unjam it, but as it's circling back around, you're able to just finally yoink it back into position.
Cool. If it's coming around and in range, I'm shooting.
Yep, it is also going to fire more or less at the same time then. You go first.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta hit the attack again. Should I use a glory for this, guys, or no?
Yes.
No,
Go for it.
you shouldn't.
You should
One of
use
our
Wrath to
glories.
reroll.
And Wrath too, yeah.
You're
Wrath
right.
to reroll.
Yeah.
I should use a rune. You guys are right.
Oh no.
You want to save it for damage?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear Frank. It sounded like he was trying to say something.
The glory
Yeah,
for
I should
damage
use
or the
rune.
glory
I
for
can't
hitting?
hear him. I think his
Frank-
mic
Frank.
is cutting out.
Hey, you having technical difficulties, Frank?
Hey Frank, can you try talking again?
Yeah, what was that?
The extra die could be shifted for an extra die.
I can
Another one
use mute.
down the line. So yeah, just use it now. That's fine.
Yeah.
Man, how dare you?
Because
Hey!
I can mute him so he can't talk.
Now it depends on how damaging this craft is.
All right. Can I shift any of that, Frank? Frank, quit faking it. I know you're not
Yeah,
muted.
I don't
no,
have
not
mute.
after what Maggie did to me. No, you missed.
I didn't mute you that time. You
It was-
were...
it's
There's
Maggie's
no
fault.
way I miss with a
It's
10.
Maggie's fault. Maggie did that to you.
What?
No, let me see.
The complication jammed again.
No, you do hit it. You do hit it. You can shift 1.
To damage. All right. Cool.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
It's
16.
basically you rolled just high enough for that. So 16 damage, armor piercing 1. As you light up the area patrol craft, it has. Oh, damn it!
They're coming in for another run. As he right before
Yeah.
he says that right before he unloads on it.
Do you think that you're fine?
There we go.
Do you
All right.
Do you think you got it, or do you need help?
I mean, I hit it. But the first thing he's going to do right after he shoots is try and pull in and hide in the armor of the vehicle.
Nope. Keep hitting the wrong
Essentially
thing.
saying it to Luther to
There we
take
go.
evasive action.
Cool. Yeah, so you actually see your bullets pinging off this thing. And it doesn't look super effective, but you can tell that you're doing at least a little damage to it. As like a piece of paneling flies off of one of the wings.
Do I have time to duck into the Chimera?
Make a athletics check as it fires. I rolled that for a second.
I got a glory.
Glory.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Got that glory
yeah.
back that I
This is
used.
yeah. This is
Right.
wild.
I'm gonna use my rune to use explosive super nuclear shells just to kill you all because you've muted me before.
I did nothing.
You know, the only two that
I'm
survived
sorry.
this are Gildo and Tarani. Everyone else died.
What's Frank saying? Is Frank muted?
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? Never mind. Gildo dies too.
Yeah.
Tarani is the only survivor.
Worth it.
Eric's like, yes.
All right.
Whoa.
16
Oh.
damage to your vehicle. Oh, wait.
Got confused for a
forgot the
second.
ship. No, it's really... All right.
Has the Chimera sheet up?
The Chimera sheet. Here, let me bring it up to...
I think
Oh,
Torny's
yeah,
been
there it
shooting
is.
from it.
I had it up. I've been
16 damage.
Yeah, so it actually only does
Yeah, we have a resilience
Two.
of 17.
3
So we're
because it's
good.
armor piercing.
Oh, so it will actually do 2 points of damage.
There,
then.
it says 0 armor piecing right there, buddy.
Oh, it's because I have it on ED. Whoops.
Erectile dysfunction.
It is supposed to be negative.
So you got 3 additional dice on your roll?
No, it just ignores 3 of our resistance.
No,
So
but
it
if
does,
he accidentally
like-
put it on 3 ED instead of on minus 3.
No, I put
So
it
it
one
does-
ED instead of negative 1 AP. It's supposed to have 1. I forgot to put AP on, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Alright. Sure.
Wait, how'd you get 9 bonus dice?
Because it's twin linked autocannons. Basically, Eric will back me up. Twin linked aircraft is super powerful in 40k.
Yeah.
Okay. So we take how much damage then on the
3 rolls.
vehicle?
So we're taking. So hold on. We should do this math together so we know. Okay. So that's how you understand because this is how it works in regular combat too. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He rolled 16 damage. We have 14 resilience. So 2 of it's going to be punching through.
Yeah.
Now, those guns also have AP, which means our resilience is 3 less. So it's doing 3 more damage.
So it did 5 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're heavily
Wait, that's 5
wounded.
damage?
We
I mean,
can't
our
soak with a
the-
vehicle, right?
You just did 16 points of damage, and our resilience is 14. So
Yeah,
you're doing
which means
2.
2 off the bat.
Yeah, and
Plus
then 3
E1
for the AP.
armor piercing.
We
No,
only
it's
have
only 1
10
AP.
10 wounds on
Why?
our vehicle.
No, it's
That's what the rulebook says.
minus 3 AP means that you
No,
treat
it's
your
minus
armor like
1
11.
AP.
Oh, it's -1.
It's not minus 3.
No, it's not minus 3.
Oh, where am I getting minus 3?
I
from?
don't know. That's why I'm confused.
He
at your
said
math.
3 additional die. He said
Oh
that.
my
That's
god!
what
Oh,
confused me.
I know, and I'm also thinking of a power sword in my head because that's my fantasy weapon of choice. So I'm thinking
That's why I'm so confused.
I'm
at
so
where you
sorry.
got
It's
minus
minus
3
1. Yeah,
from.
you're right. It's 3 damage. It's 3
Yeah,
damage.
only 3
So that's
damage.
my bad.
Not 5. 5 would be.
I'm sorry.
You
Yeah,
guys would be
I'm like,
dead.
oh,
Because
And
clearly
our
the
defense-
blaster
our
pistol has a
defense is
lightsaber
4, so
stat.
just-
wow.
He has
Well-
to beat a 4 when he's trying to.
So, yeah, so we
shoot
took 3
at
points of
us,
damage.
which is
No,
super
yeah.
easy.
We're not
Okay.
heavily wounded. We're just
And
lightly wounded.
he rolled a 7 to hit us. No.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Yeah, 7 hit us,
Yeah, he
which is
rolled.
above the 4.
Yeah, our defense is a 4.
Yeah, and I gave you guys a bonus because you're in the forest at the moment and a moving target.
Yeah. Look,
And the
in
smoke
general-
is clouding their vision.
like in general, it's pretty easy to hit somebody in this game. It's just
Oh,
hard to like actually do damage sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because resilience.
In
is the
this
key
case,
thing.
it's hard to hit either of you because you guys are obscured by the forests plus the smoke and moving.
Yeah.
While the aircraft is an aircraft moving very quickly and distance. So at the moment, your rolls have just been really good. You guys hit each other.
Yep.
And you're both
Pretty good.
difficult to hit.
We good. Let's keep
So
going.
that thing took damage too?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
took a little damage. Yeah, it
Yeah.
took a little damage.
All right.
It didn't take much damage, but it did take.
Yeah,
damage.
I'm literally trying to hit an aircraft with a machine gun.
Look, man, I've seen Pearl Harbor. You're good.
M60 versus, a jet.
All right, Tornay's gonna pop back out of the hole and take aim, where he thinks
Cool.
it's gonna be coming back from next.
Now, Luther, as he's doing that, what is everyone else doing, Luther?
Yeah, well, obviously I'm driving, but what I would like to do is suspend a wrath to say, Alana, there has to be some sort of because are they seeing us with the eyes, or are they seeing this us with like targeting systems electronics?
That would be
It's
unknown to you. You can make possibly a tech roll to guess. You can probably guess that they are using a automatic targeting system.
That's right. That's what I assumed. I'm just making sure it made sense for this world. So I want to invest a wrath to say, Alana, this vehicle certainly has to have some sort of a jammer or something to disrupt their targeting system. To say that, hey, there's a targeting jammer here, right?
Yeah. There's so as a commissar, you've obviously been trained inside of a tank, so it's like at least as technically good as a tank in terms of like optics and visual and what it can do in a plane, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying specifically for our.
For this one.
He wants to
He's
spend a
using
wrath
narrative
so that there
declaration.
can be one.
Yeah. For them to be a
Yeah,
jammer.
This is a very
allow
nerd.
it.
This is okay.
It's the super commissar, who's also hunting people, doesn't want anybody to listen in or know what he's doing because he's doing some really skeevy stuff. Yeah, they probably have like a radio and targeting jammer on.
Yeah, so that's what I want. So I want
This
to
is
be
his orgy / hunting people down for sport.
Why isn't it both? Is he
So-
orgying the people he hunts down?
Of course.
I mean, that's just a harsh breakup. You know what I mean? It's like,
You succeed, but first you turn on the black light, and now you have to make a resolve test.
Why?
Jesus. I was going to make a joke. That was way better.
That was a Blades in the Dark joke, right there.
Oh, man. All right.
Tornay's already seen it all. He's got his prey sense goggles.
Yeah.
Torrid
That's
actually
actually why
sits,
Tirana
he sits in it comfortably.
Turret.
That's
It's
why
like,
you haven't like come up. Yeah, you just sit
he
above
literally
it.
just sits on the ladder. He comes down a little bit after shutting. It goes back up. He
the
doesn't want
only-
to touch anything.
Does anybody have any bread? This is delicious. Anyway, so Frank, so for my turn, I'll spend a wrath to do that, to have her more or less like reach over and flick on the switch. But also I'm just driving, so if I have to make a check, I have to make a check.
Make a piloting check, Astara. Before he makes that, will you assist or will you do something else?
Wondering if I should do something else. Wondering if I should hold to see if this thing gets out of Tornay's vision. So if that happens, then I can try to do something.
Yeah, basically what's happening is as it's passing over you guys, Tirani's firing. It will fly over him before he's able to turn around. So it will get out of his vision for at least a short time.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and I popped down.
It
expecting
kind
it
of
to
messed
fire,
us
too.
up, so I'm gonna do something if
All right.
if I can.
And Gildo.
Yeah.
Are gonna there are still people on the outside
He pats Tornay
near
on
the
booty.
truck. And they
Oh.
are it looks like they're taking this as a point to engage. You guys are
Oh.
moved to cover.
I did describe myself looking through like the portholes.
Yes, that's what I'm telling
Yeah.
specifically you.
Well, I got my last carbine, so guess I'm doing that.
Excellent. Now, in total, there's
Uh,
4 people that you're able to see out of the porthole.
Totally.
And it looks like they're trying to bound between trees at the moment.
Of course they are, which is why I am going to.
Take a picture, apparently.
That wasn't me.
Scott's taking a picture of his penis.
How dare you?
He's
Yep, I saw that.
he's sending dick
Scott's
Are
pics
you
to his
fucking
wife.
dick picking
Taking
while we're
dick
playing a
pics.
game, my guy?
because he's trying to reach the same level as the last commissar.
Jesus.
I'll send you guys
Oh,
a
damn.
picture inside the cast chat room.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking for the mechanical effects because
Oh, I thought
obviously
you were looking for a
I'm not.
stick pick.
Yeah.
No, I was looking.
I had
I
to
was
zoom
looking,
in, but
Well, maybe I'm like the only person here playing the game, but I'm just kidding. I was looking at the list of combat options, and I forgot what the benefits of aim were and what I had to give up to do it because it would make perfect sense that I've been aiming out of a fucking
this case,
porthole the whole time
you can just
because I have
take aim.
or a porthole. Yeah,
Yeah. You
because I'm
literally
not
just
moving anyway.
take aim because aim
Yeah.
is movement.
Yeah, exactly.
We're better.
Sure. So it's one additional die.
Yep.
So it works for me.
Yeah,
That's
they're
fine.
gonna have
Kind of
defense
figured out
power
what
simply
we
because they're
always
bounding
take
between targets.
Wow!
What? You have so many
Oh,
dice. How did you only roll a 3?
Yikes!
That's actually just a poor roll. I'm sorry.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I don't
yeah,
hit
no.
anything. All right.
It's you. You
I just don't
notice
hit
the-
anything. It's fine.
And
Hit a tree.
You aim out the porthole. You fire your last carbine, and
Just
it's
pine
like one of
needles and
those-
shit, or
Yeah, it's like
Which
at the
is
same
it's
time,
hard to see. Yeah.
Yeah, like the person you were focusing on the person, and you pull the trigger, and then we see the bullets
Lag.
hit, like the tree as the person like dives behind them.
You just
It's
play
lag.
lag. Did Gilda
Yeah,
just
lag.
lag?
Lag.
Gildo's
Lag.
lagging right now. It's the new cybernetic guts. They're lagging a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just lagged out.
All right, now Luther, make your pilot check. Are you going to try to stop sending us dick pics? I can see that in the cast chat.
that's where I sent the picture.
I know you sent us the dick pic in the cast
There's,
chat.
my name is not
I guess
Anthony
you
Weiner.
could call it it's radiant.
You say it's gradient?
No, it's radiant.
Oh,
Because
you
it's
like
a radiator.
it's his radiant dick pic.
Yep. Luther, make a pilot check.
Thank you, sir. But Maggie's holding a turn, so she's not assisting me. So I'm just making sure I didn't have any bonus dice. You
Now,
Maybe
I forgot to
my
commit.
assistance.
forgot to commit.
yeah, I was actually going to say,
I told you this in the beginning. I'm not a pilot.
but you do have what are called stunts that you can perform. You can do a bootleg turn, which is difficulty 5, which means you turn the vehicle 90 degrees. Just a sudden super turn. Evasion, difficulty 3, which you hit. So if you want to take that, go ahead. Which you make your vehicle hard to hit, you're evading. It's +1 defense. And Ram, well, we know what Ram does from last week.
Yeah, we're just going to evade. He specifically asked me to do evasive maneuvers, so I'm going to do that.
Yep. That's what I was just telling you what options you had.
Yeah,
So,
level 5
The vehicle
defense.
itself, because you did hit the DC of 3, because literally evasion just takes 3, you are able to zoom just enough to Rane open fire.
Sir, use a glory, please.
No.
On the
Yeah,
airplane,
use the
right?
glory
On the
again.
aircraft, right?
And use a wrath to reroll.
Yeah, I'll do both.
You're
Glory and
attacking.
Wrath to reroll.
You're attacking the aircraft, right?
Yeah, he's
Right.
attacking the air.
Yeah.
Because it's wrecking us. It's messing us up.
Oof. Big oof.
Nice.
For me, not for you. Big oof for me.
Another 9. Woo!
All right. So right now it does have a
The bonus die.
7 or defensive 7 just because it's zooming by at jet speed. You are able to shift 1.
Yes. Oops, that's the wrong
The
direction.
big giant bullet casings are just like flying out, and some of them are like landing in the
There you go.
luxury
17.
vehicle,
Fuck you.
burning the leather
-1
seats.
AP.
That hurts it. That hurts it. It has a By the way, this does have a resilience of 16. But you are,
Better than ours?
yeah, it's a jet. It's a fighter jet.
Called shot this thing in, in the cockpit.
All right.
Wait,
so
I should have had an extra bonus die for taking aim too.
do it.
So roll a d6.
Just roll it now.
All right.
If you get
Slash
anything
R.
that's not,
Wait, we use this dice.
if you hit it, I'll just be angry. Ha! Ha!
Got him.
Got him. All right, perfect. That's what I want.
Got him, boys.
I gotta flip off my players every once in a while when they destroy stuff.
You're just upset because I haven't missed yet with the
I
machine.
am. I'm super angry. You miss more. Just because this
Does
thing.
it like dive out of sight then?
So let's see. You did 17 in total,
Correct, with -1 for AP.
-1 AP. Cool. All right, it's at 11 HP. I'll tell you that much.
Jesus.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
you are peppering the fuck out of this thing.
It's way tougher than us.
So Does it dive out of his sight?
Is it just gonna fight to the death, or is it gonna be like, oh shit, we're getting ripped up, we need to get out of here?
I will let you guys know about that. No, it actually misses because you guys are taking evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, we have 5 defense. But I'm curious, is it out of Torne's view now?
Okay, hold on a second.
Then I would like to take my action
Okay,
because that
okay.
was my thing.
Totally, but hold on, I gotta say something though.
Okay.
If we're taking evasive maneuvers, which means we're erratically moving, I don't think we should be allowed to take aim unless extemporaneous circumstances, because like that's like counteracting itself, right?
That's fair.
Kind of are moving.
Gildo,
I could
although
agree
your
with you.
take aim to work for the last one, I won't allow for Tyler's.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Tyler,
moving.
we're taking that one away that you rolled.
Any
Oh man.
I think, but in FFG,
anytime,
in FFG
any round.
you can do evasive maneuvers and be on target in FFG. You know what I mean? It's just another futuristic setting, Star Wars,
They're
right?
2
I
different.
agree with
okay,
Eric.
that's fair, but I'm just imagine us like driving. You're flooring through this giant pine woods,
Mhm.
right? With that's burning behind us, like doing like a serpentine,
Yeah,
and
I'll
not quite
say-
serpentine pattern with this car, but like it's
And
actually
I'm
hard
on
to
top
like
on a
track.
swivel machine
Yeah,
gun.
like you
There's
can't.
no way. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
no, I agree with that. Okay, so we'll rule it if you're driving without evasive, then yes, you
You
can
can
take
aim.
aim.
Yeah.
But with evasive, you can't.
There you
Okay.
go. Because now it's like if we really want to hit it, that means we also have to be a really good target too, which
Yeah.
sucks.
Well, we're jamming them and we're evading, so that's gonna make things really
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, because right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm
And
giving you
fire
guys a
and
plus
stuff.
1 because you're jamming their targeting centers, plus 1 for evasive. So in total, they
6
actually miss you
defense.
this time.
Wow.
We see the jet fly over, being peppered by Tirane on the heavy machine gun,
Love it.
just peppering the hell out of this thing. And we see actual light through the wings as it roars overhead and
Yeah,
shoots
come
the
at
ground.
me.
Oh.
And it is out of his sights, Astara.
Does Torne say that?
I mean, he's used to aircraft going out of sight, so he wouldn't mention it.
Then I can't do my thing then. It wouldn't make sense for me to do anything unless you. I told you if you don't see it, let me know. That type of thing.
Did Ostar say that?
It's basically what she's saying is like if you can't see it and attack it, then yeah, I'm gonna attack it.
Would I actually lose sight of it though? It just kind of flew over my head.
It's not so much losing sight, it's flying over your head, and it's going to take you basically your movement round to actually turn the turret
Yeah.
back around.
It's flew overhead out of range, but I peppered it again.
Yeah, I just didn't want to like metagame
Yeah.
to like do something unless it like made sense for the story. All right, I'm going to crush it.
You're going to crush it?
Yeah,
What's your range on crush?
20 meters. It swooped down onto the to the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm just trying to...
I don't think it
That's
gets
60
within.
feet. It's probably going to be higher than 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was like a helicopter, like going in for super close run,
Yeah, with like a
Yes.
side gunner, yeah, I'd probably
How
get in
about
that range,
35
but-
meters? No, I'm just kidding. Then I can't do anything. No.
sorry. I mean,
Yeah,
actually,
it-
35 meters might reach it because that's like 100 feet. And it's...
35
I-
meters is the closest I can do something.
I would have argued...
Pulls out my plasma pistol.
That would work. Yeah, no, I'd argue like at its lowest point, it's probably within 100 feet. Like right when it's done with its gun run and is now pulling back up.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes.
Okay. You're just saying it's a high DC. Okay.
Yes.
I'll try.
I'm saying it is possible.
All right, I'll try. Let's see how it goes. I'll use
Pay
smite.
rolls,
I
pay
can't-
rolls,
I
pay
can't
rolls.
crush because
Maggie,
Wait,
he's
Maggie.
trying. Maggie, he's trying to entice you.
Maggie,
He's trying to entice you, Maggie.
but Maggie, you can do more. Unbound yourself.
no.
Accept
Maggie.
Warp's energies, become more powerful.
That's like a really
Unlimited power.
Maggie,
No,
he's trying to make you reveal your
no.
position.
What he's trying to do is allow somebody else who's working with the warp to take her over, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah. No. 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 No.
I want your
Um,
corruption.
So
You
its
already corrupted me
defense
once.
is
Oh,
5. I'm giving it an extra defense simply because it is a fast mover at range. However, that would still hit.
So you smited it.
Yes. So target takes 1d3 mortal damage.
That. Is it just 1d3?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 1d3 like plus 3, but that might be starts with that number.
Where do I put? Is it?
You can just type 1d3 if it's faster.
Yeah, this system is a lot more forgiving
Plus I
than
have,
SWN.
Oof. Only a single point of damage. But it's like a single point of damage that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, we see it rock the vehicle. Now...
rock the boat, baby, rock the boat.
Yeah, and... Rane, as you turn your gun back towards it, you actually see a trail of smoke coming out of one of the jet engines. And we see it wobble a bit as it gets hit by the smite. What does the smite look like, Estelle?
It looks like a bolt of raw energy, like blasting into it.
Yeah, so... And do you have your Presence goggles on?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just this searing white-red light that streaks out from your vehicle and strikes the patrol craft. And you see it rock in your vision as the smoke trails behind it. And it is 1 point above heavily wounded, which is its retreat point. So... we see the aircraft itself just peel off, trail smoking behind it, flames flickering out of an engine.
I was gonna say, if I had turned the gun around, would it be in range?
Not anymore. It's... yeah, this thing's flying fast. The only time it's in range is when it's coming down at you.
Yeah. Whoa. The hell was that?
It was
An aero patrol craft. Says it right on the name.
No. Talking about that beam of light, Frank.
I do not know what you call it. I call it a smiting.
Wait, you did that?
Yes.
Cool. Glad you're on our side.
Does that require a resolve test or something from people seeing like a psychic power that way?
You know,
Like I presume it
wouldn't-
would. I've seen a smite, so like I don't have to, but like
yeah, I wouldn't say it would, simply because you've seen a star literally crush people.
Yeah.
that's true.
And you didn't
That's
actually see the raw warp energy from it itself. You saw it through Presence, which is just a searing white light of heat
Yeah.
from the warp literally being rendered out.
The way I pictured it is it kind of was blinding, so he like squinted.
Okay.
Like, I would argue if he saw it with his raw eyes instead of Presence, then yes.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we see Alana then huffing ever so slightly as you finally stop swerving the vehicle. And she says, "Hi, we're about maybe 20 mics away from the field itself. If they have any more flyers in the area, I don't know if she can take much more."
Any other threats around, Gildo? You see anything?
No.
That ship trailed off.
I can't see shit through the smoke.
That's the
I
point
mean,
of it.
I'm looking. Yeah. Right. I say that as I'm like looking.
Where is
Yeah.
the craft?
It took off,
Alright. Well,
at least as far as I can say. It's definitely not where it would be coming down to shoot at us again.
be ready for whatever else is on it.
I got my wits about me.
Or perhaps what is waiting for us when we get there.
This baby's treating me nicely. He taps the machine gun.
Only you can see the padding.
Yeah. It's just on top, just, oh, yeah. Good gun.
Yeah, and we slowly fade to black as Trani just gently caresses his gun.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
His warm, pulsating gun.
The one that hasn't missed yet.
Oh my.
Pretty beast.
All right, and we fade to
This
black.
is for pleasure. This is for fun.
All right, everyone.
I
We're
have
gonna,
thin
take,
mints.
This is
They
my
are
giant
young.
murderous machine gun.
we're gonna take a little break. Stand up, stretch your legs, grab some water, all that jazz, and we. Hopefully Scott doesn't send more dick pics. You know. I'm just kidding. And we'll see you when we return from a break.
That's it. I'm gonna share it on the other channel too.
Don't send dick
And
pics.
ban.
I have to pee.
Good.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We are
They're all
on
chemicals.
Part 2
Admit.
of episode 6. Take it away, Frank. Hopefully
What's
we
wrong?
don't
We
die.
didn't look
Scott
cookies.
has 2 ice cream cones. What is happening right now?
They are
I wasn't
vegan.
expecting that, so I took a bite of a cookie. Sorry, you have to swallow.
It's okay. I'll fill in while you're doing it. Thin Mints. Girl Scouts offers vegan Thin Mints.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they
Frank's
good?
eating them. Apparently, I don't know. Frank's eating them, so they're
I
either
just
good
assumed
or
that.
Frank's just a garbage disposal. So
They
I don't
offer
know.
what?
Both.
They offer what?
Thin
Thin
Mints
mints
that are
vegan.
vegan.
No.
Thin mints are a classic, no matter what you are.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the
they are
chocolate mint-
vegan.
the
They
chocolate
are
mint.
vegan.
Wait, are they originally vegan or is this an
No.
altered recipe?
This is new.
Do they charge more for vegan or they're the same
No,
price?
as of 2020, they're now made with a vegan recipe.
Aren't there 2 different Girl Scouts
Wow.
too? Like,
Yeah, there are 2 different companies that make them. That's why there's different names.
I
yeah.
have no fucking clue.
So it depends on which one you are getting from, because you can also buy different types of cookies depending on which
Wait, what?
distributor there is.
Oh yeah, that's why Caramel Delights and Samosas are the same name for different stuffs because there's 2 different companies.
Yeah.
What?
Interesting.
Trademarks.
I've never seen
Yeah, no,
Caramel
yeah.
Delights.
You've never seen Caramel
Wait,
Delights?
caramel delights. Yeah, I have. 1 second. Wait. These.
Yeah,
Thank
those
you.
are the
Yeah,
those are the
I
ones
get
I was
those all the
talking
time.
about.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, 3 boxes.
Wait, I
Frank,
thought
I'm
caramel
buying one of
delights
those
and
boxes off
Samoas
of you.
are the
5.
same.
Frank,
They're the
surcharge.
same.
Frank, surcharge.
They're identical recipes, but they can't use the same name because there's 2 different companies doing it.
It costs
Yeah, I've never
$5
had
a
caramel
box now.
delights. I've only had Samoas.
I've had both.
Girl Scout cookies cost
I've
$5
had
a
both.
box.
They're
It's a
not too
rip-off.
far. I mean, they don't taste that different.
I'm sure
I
they're
mean,
the same
I'm
thing.
just upset.
I didn't know they were
got rid
different.
of the cookies that I liked.
I'm sorry, Tyler. They got rid of the ones you like.
What one is the one that you liked?
I don't remember the name of it.
But
Then it
what
never
did it
existed.
taste like? What flavor
What
was
did it look like?
What did it look like?
If it's a trefoil, then fuck you. Those are disgusting. I hate them.
Were they the
what?
Boy Scout cookies that were around for a hot minute?
No, Boy Scout cookies never existed.
Boy
when I was
Scout
in
cookies
Scouts.
don't
They had
exist. Boy
popcorn.
Scouts do popcorn.
Yeah,
And it's
Popcorn.
Who wants
baller-ass
popcorn?
delicious
Trails
popcorn.
End popcorn, and it's
I
the best
love
popcorn.
popcorn.
It's fucking great popcorn.
It's the best popcorn.
It's so. Why are we like this today?
I don't. That's why I asked if it's a full moon. I'm like, we're being so weird.
Hold on, let me check.
We needed.
It is a
friendship
full
time,
moon.
apparently.
At least yesterday was. All right. To reel us
Listen,
back in.
I want Boy Scout cookies.
To reel us back
Michael
in.
Jackson would have made it happen.
To reel us back in.
Scott.
Luther, make a pilot check.
I muted Scott.
I just know his hand before, so I'm gonna make him do a bunch of shit.
Technically, February 8th was a full moon, so 2 days ago.
Okay, well,
Oh,
close enough.
it's the aftermoon. Scott,
So,
use your
Alana,
third leg to roll.
don't. We'll take another picture. So, Alana looks at you all and kind of huffs ever so slightly as she moves to one of the side benches to sit down on, holding her side, keeping the bandages in place. Slowly, they're growing ever so slightly more red with blood as it seeps through. Hi, we're about 20 minutes away now.
Wait, she's dying?
No, she's fine. It's literally, she has a wound. It's healing. Wounds bleed.
Oh.
It's just bandaged. It's,
all
you
right.
know, wounds have blood.
It did kind of make it seem like she was bleeding more.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's-
no.
Yeah.
We're like,
You
did
guys
she
have been
get shot? We
driving
didn't
for
know?
an hour. It's an hour of her.
It's
Actually, you guys have been driving for
It's
more than an hour.
coagulating
Do
blood.
we
Yeah.
need to clean her bandages? Is that your hint?
No, she'll do that later.
mean-
I'm just giving fluff.
Gildo's gonna clean those bandages,
Just-
though.
Hell no. I'm not.
Oh.
No nurse fantasies.
Oh,
No
he has
nurse
other
fan-
fantasies.
fanfic.
No,
get
it's
on it.
only if it was Torne would he treat him.
No, we just have
And-
a normal, really close male relationship.
Yeah.
That wasn't
It's
a
also
joke.
just real hard for me not to
Eric's, like,
play
trying to be
Silent Whisper on my
serious.
I
soundboard
know
right
he's
now.
trying to be serious, but I like taking it as a joke. Sorry, continue, Frank.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start playing Silent Whisper on my soundboard whenever you guys start flirting back and forth. Yeah, so she just lets you know that it's about 20 minutes to the airfield itself, where the gun cutter is being held. Hi, I could probably tell you decent garrison strength. Maybe it's usually 10 to 15 people there total.
Wasn't she Russian before? I'm so confused.
But I can never remember a voice. So no,
I'm like,
this
why
is my
she all of a
Russian
sudden,
accent.
like,
It's
Scottish?
not Russian.
What's
I don't
happening?
remember Russian accent. This is Russian.
I don't remember a Russian accent either.
Like I think
Literally
she
at
had
the
more.
beginning of this
like-
episode, he had her talking, and she was Russian.
Yeah, that's because I have a stuffy nose.
Oh, okay.
So wait,
So-
are we going towards the aircraft area where that ship was coming from that was trying to shoot us?
We're going the opposite way of the aircraft.
Yeah, it basically you guys are going direct east. It peeled off direct north.
Okay, so she's saying we're 20 minutes away from where we're going, or
Yeah,
20
it's
minutes?
20 minutes
okay.
from
So
where
the
you're going.
planetary ship landing.
It's funny.
Okay,
I
I was
assumed
just
it was
confused by
landing
what
where
she
we were
said.
going. I thought it was landing where we
Luckily
were
not.
going.
No, you guys are going to a a small spaceport. That's going to a air base, basically.
All right.
It'd be fun enough.
So, but what was the aircraft you were saying? You said
She's calling it an airfield now for the spaceport.
no, but I thought you said to the aircraft, like there was a specific aircraft name. Maybe I just misheard you, but
oh, the gun cutter.
yeah, the
ship
gun
that you're
cutter.
going to.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the ship we're going to.
Okay, I just didn't know the name of it.
Yeah, that's the ship we've been.
I mean, that's
trying-
the ship type. The actual name is the. I have it.
Commissar's yacht.
The Radiant Sparrow.
The Radiant
There,
Arrow.
I brought it up for all of you to
Oh.
look at.
Oh, nice, cool.
You're welcome.
Does it have weapons? No, of course not.
Radiant Arrow.
No, I just didn't put them on.
Arrow.
Cool. I like this.
Oh, I have it labeled as a gun cutter. It's actually just a regular cutter.
Oh, okay.
A gun cutter is something different. You can ask Gildo because he knows about them from Eisenhorn.
Hey, all I know is apparently 3 people are going to fly and 2 gunners. And unfortunately, our gunners are the ones that have pilot abilities.
You're gonna have to settle for me.
Yeah, how unfortunate.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, so she starts telling you guys that usually there's about 15 people working there, between 5 to 10 security guards there, more or less.
5 to 10. I'll mow them down.
Right, so we can expect resistance.
30 to 40 wild hogs. Is that what?
Yeah, dude, wild hogs are no joke.
Hmm.
They're vicious. They killed someone recently.
Meg, I interrupted you for a bad joke. I'm sorry. You can keep going.
Yeah, you did.
All she said was, okay, so we can expect
No one here is from Texas, right?
I used to be.
Yeah, okay. So I guess you could make the wild hog joke.
I can. You know who can't? Scott from Massachusetts.
I'm pretty sure anybody who's ever been on the internet can.
I've been
It doesn't have
around
the same
wild
effect.
hog.
Doesn't have
Dude,
the same
wild
effect.
hogs are vicious. They are.
They actually have, like, you can go in a helicopter and shoot them down.
Yeah, there is a bounty on them because they
Yeah.
are terrible creatures.
I most often hear that joke from people from England. They don't even have guns there.
Yeah, they do.
They
You just
will
need the
knife
super
the
license.
hogs. Oh, wait, they can't.
They
They
go out and
absolutely
knife
have
them.
guns in England.
They knife them.
That's what I said.
It's where Legolas is from. Thank you.
That's where
True.
like goes.
Gosh darn it, Eric.
That's why they lost the colonial revolution.
Because of Legolas?
Because of Legolas. Seriously.
I still can't believe they used to like line up and be like, "All right, everybody, fire!" It's like,
Oh my
what?
god.
Have you
that
shot
was-
those guns
that had to
before?
be
Yeah,
the
they're-
accuracy.
It makes
Yeah.
perfect sense as soon as you shoot one of those guns and you realize that it literally goes anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so to
And
give
then you
an
can't see
idea-
anything.
'Cause
And
there's
that's
just
the
smoke
worst part.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's literally just,
Yeah.
it's like casting fog cloud after
Ah.
you fire.
It's just
To
really
give you an
funny
idea.
to me. It's like,
Yeah.
During the Civil War, when those guns were very accurate, every 100 shots, 3 hits.
Yeah.
That's like the standard estimate. You have 100 people fire, only 3 of them are going to hit.
Yeah.
So you need it
It's-
to line up.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous that people actually stood in line and did it.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's ridiculous.
that's the
That's
part that's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
That's the part that I'm telling you
that's
that
the
is
dude where it's like, yeah.
weird to me is that they'll like the gentlemanly thing
Dude.
is like, everyone
It's
line up. All right, let's shoot at each other.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Because these guys, all of these people were broke as hell. They probably got lied to about signing up, given this red shirt, and then they had to go march around and do that stuff. You know how much they had like no training, and all you had to do is like if you ran, you get shot. Like that's all you were told, and so
No,
you're getting
one
shot
step
regardless. And it's like it's the most incredibly wildest thing I think I've ever heard. Like
No.
that people did that stuff.
To make it even more interesting,
So
to go
wild.
into history teacher mode, during the
Yeah.
Battle of Waterloo,
Waterloo? Yeah.
French versus England.
I mean,
During
a little bit more
one
than
of the
that. But
portions- I mean, yeah. during one of the portions of the battle when they were fighting at one of the farmsteads, they were literally about 20 paces from each other, taking cover, firing, going back to reload, which takes like 20 seconds. The other person fires. They pop out, fire, instead of just going over and stabbing the person. Or
Yeah, because you want to stab somebody? Good luck. No
Yes,
way.
I do. I used to have a bayonet this big, just in case.
Scott's like, what the fuck?
The coolest thing about bayonets is they
Knife-
literally have a notch in them for the blood, so it doesn't get stuck.
It's called bloodproof. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Romans invented them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, or you would totally get stuck.
Yeah.
Scott.
Otherwise, yeah.
Hey,
Everyone mock Tyler.
I've always heard.
unprofessional,
Yeah,
having
I've always
cell phone.
described a knife fight. A knife fight is like trying to
Hey,
take. A
that's
marker
my
away from
alarm
a
to take
toddler.
my meds. Don't mock me.
That's good. That's
Like,
really funny.
No one wins. Just one dies later.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
right,
That's
right.
why you don't fight. Like no. That's what I'll never understand. Like ancient military shit.
All right.
Oh my
Now
god.
to reel it back in
Yeah,
to
anyways.
No, but it's
military
funny
shit.
because like the
No,
idea of
Scott,
the
stop.
soldiers lining up and firing at each other is so foolish. When you guys are talking about it, all I could think is bubble guppies. Like the song, like line up, everybody line up, line up, line up, everybody line up. You know,
I mean,
it's
soldiers been
outside,
lining up for
outside,
thousands of years.
line up, everybody.
Yeah.
Kids.
Point is,
But it's just
reeling
silly.
back
It's
in,
like
futuristic warfare time. All right. So you guys are continuing to drive.
Wait, Frank, you're not just gonna line up all the enemies in front of us so we
line
can
up,
fire at
everybody
them?
line
Yeah,
up,
then
line
I'll
up,
just
line
use
up,
my machine
everybody
gun.
line up.
Just
I
kidding.
might.
Go ahead.
I might. They'll all have like super heavy weaponry though. In front of you all is relatively open fields. Looks like mostly actual farmland. Off to your south, you can see massive building size combine harvesters just currently lying idle, waiting for the next harvest. What is your plan? You know that the spaceport
fast.
itself is 20 miles away. You know that there's definitely something watching you, still flying high above you. And strike craft every now and then skimming by you. As you just found out from the patrol craft that's lit you guys the fuck up.
I do not appreciate this description because I believe we lit them up as well as the forest, and then they ran away. Okay,
Hey Scott.
thank you.
What's the Chimera's health again?
Better than that pussy ship that ran off. Thank you.
Technically not true.
No,
just happened
technically
to be
it has
heavily
10.
wounded.
3.
Yeah.
Type.
It just has heavily wounded earlier.
They're just smarter than we are and less desperate, really.
Yeah.
Tarane is going to be searching the skies and the horizon for anything.
Roll awareness for me. In the meantime, perfect. I will tell you what you see in a second. In the meantime, Gildo, Astara, Luther, what is your plan of action once you do get to the port itself? Because I'm sure you guys want to discuss that before you get there.
If the ship is not there that we need to get on, then that's a whole nother situation. But the goal is to get the frick on that ship.
Yep. I think it's just get faster.
Yeah.
Just gotta keep driving.
Faster,
Fast.
getting as fast as we can. Get on the ship and GTFO.
We
Excellent.
just drive onto the ship.
Yeah, if we can, just drive onto the ship.
That is actually possible if the back ramp is down, yes.
Yeah, we'll put that booty down and we'll pick her up.
It'll be a super, super tight squeeze, though. And it'll just be real hard to actually get on there without destroying the ship by accident.
Okay.
All
Well, then
right,
we'll just
so
get
we're
on
going
the
to put
ship.
it behind us so it provides cover as we run onto the ship.
Cool. The ship's locked.
We will
No,
get
so-
out of the car and get into the ship. There.
So I'm gonna find a ramp.
I'm going to land it on top of the ship without harming the ship and just take off.
That's like a sunder on top of a galaxy.
Yeah, I remember those thunder surfings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, it's a Planet Side reference.
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I know these words. I know they.
I just saw Eric's like face slowly turning.
Yeah, I was like,
oh wait. It was wonderful to see, and I love it.
You can get a Sunder. Can you deploy a
Trane.
Sunder on top of a galaxy?
You can't. You
Sunder
can't.
surfing.
But you can. It takes a lot of effort, but you can
Yeah.
get a Sunder on top of a galaxy. You can't deploy it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Just dropping. Sorry. Okay, we're done.
It is amazing. Yeah, so Trane. Off in the distance, directly on the horizon, you're able to see what looks like a small space needle just sticking straight up into the air, which you can easily guess is the command control tower for the spaceport. Below it, you see several small, maybe 3-4-story buildings in front of it, surrounding it. There's about half a dozen buildings scattered throughout, and off to the side, you see maybe about a square mile worth of just pure tarmac with several craft on it. All of them look to be aircraft of sorts. You can't really tell whether they are spacecraft or not, just from lack of experience. In front of it, you do see a lot of activity on the tarmac itself. It looks like there are vehicles going to and fro, people running alongside those vehicles, running in other directions. It's definitely more than the 15 people that Alana was suggesting might be
I
there.
thought you said there were 15 people.
Yes, my lady. Usually 15 people plus another 5 to 10 security. I
Right.
can't speak for what is there now at the moment, though.
I didn't get to say anything yet.
Well, that's because Star popped in.
I was the one who saw it. It's fine. Continue.
Yeah, well, what do you say?
It looks pretty hectic over there. Also, that needle thing I think is like the command tower, but whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of people on that tarmac.
But whatever.
lot of
The
people.
command tower is where we need to go first. If
You mean the
ship's
giant
locked-
needle in the sky that's like a bunch of stories up?
If the ship's locked down, we won't be able to leave. And I looked, and I'm gonna say, oh crap, what's her name again? Elena.
Alana?
Alana, confirm.
Yes, my lord. For most cases, we would need to register our flight path, unlock certain airspace for ourselves. As for the ship itself, we should be able to board with little issue. We are in the Commissar's vehicle itself, and there are automatic sequencing locks that should unlock on our approach.
All I know is
However,
there's
if
more
we-
than 15 people there.
My apologies, Toride. Seems as though we are already equipped.
Yes, Lord. However, there is a possibility that if the ship itself is unlocked, I cannot unlock it myself.
What would be required to make this happen?
As you suggested before, sir, it would mean that someone in the command control tower has taken direct control of the ship itself.
Assuming
we would
direct
need to-
control.
Yes. We would need to sever the Tech Major's connection to the ship.
On it. Shink. Knife out.
Perhaps I can do it from distance.
I heard sever.
He says that, and I say, perhaps
Triggered.
I can do it from a distance.
Yeah, and I assume you guys are still, as you're having this discussion, just still going like 80 miles per hour down the road.
Tornado would
towards
just
this
say,
place.
I mean,
How far
I'm
is-
just good at blowing stuff up.
How far is the ship from where we need to sever them?
Yeah. Alana might actually kind of squeeze Tarane to the side as she like hobbles up into the turret with him, and just squint her eyes, looks forward. It looks to be about maybe 200 to 300 yards from one of the hangar bays. She does appear to be locked down at the moment from what I can see. The ramps are closed at the moment.
What about all those people? Can you see them?
Yes, sir. I can see them there.
So the ship is 200 to 300 yards away from the base
The
of
hangar.
thing?
Yeah.
A hangar is very different than a space needle.
Okay, so from the Space Needle, she would say about 500 yards from that.
Oh,
That's further, yeah.
I cannot do that from that distance.
I mean, Tom Brady can make that throw, but
He can.
No,
I
he
can't.
can't.
He can make any throw.
He couldn't. No, he couldn't throw it further than like 30 yards.
I'm sorry.
this season.
Andy Dalton can try.
I'm sorry. I never said I liked Andy Dalton.
Continuing. So I say
Closer before I could.
I don't even know if there's something that we could do outside of the tower to make sure that these connections are severed, to make sure that we're going to be successful. I think somebody needs to go in.
Torne looks at Gildo at that line and goes, "You up to kill some people?"
I actually say, while I certainly agree that the two of you are probably best for that task, we need Gildo to get off world. You are a contact with the ship that's coming our way. You need to survive.
That's a fucking cold-blooded fucking commissar move right there. I love that.
You'd be dead already if it wasn't for my shooting.
That's what he's saying. You come
You're not
with
gonna-
me. He goes with them. If we get to be left behind, it's
You know I'm your best shot.
I think for a moment, it's one of those things where I've got kind of a pensive look. It's out of game, turning into a group decision. I don't want to call the shot or something like this, It's not my place. So,
Torne
kind of
would
a
just
pensive
look at Gildo and just put his fist out and say, "See you on the other side when it comes to it."
Scott, we need to have a moment where Torne and I bust out of we jump out the window of the glass and then you fucking catch us in the ship, on the ledge, fucking badass.
they fail the piloting check, see bugs on a windshield. Awesome.
No! You can't fuck up the piloting check.
No, see, that's the great thing is Maggie and Ostara do the sweet flying.
Oh
moves.
yeah. You fuck it up. I fly, swoop down, pick up Torne, and carry us back into it, and then I fucking give Luther shit for being a shit pilot. And I tell him to move over and let me fly.
I like that. Because Luther is shit.
Let's
I
see if
agree.
that actually happens.
Yeah.
The other option is Torne and Ostara get captured. Yay.
Torne will die before he's captured, right?
I know, I'm just saying. Well, you were captured once before, so
And he tried to die instead of getting captured.
that's true.
I think you took the week off. Actually, you're like, this is not so bad. I'm just going to take a week off.
Okay, so back in character, what does Luther say to us? I think we're all
So I think when you have that moment, I'll see you on the other side. I'll just say that it's settled.
Ignore them. Those are for me.
What are all these boxes?
Maggie,
Nothing.
you see nothing.
Maggie,
Okay.
ignore those. Those are for me.
I
You
see
see nothing.
nothing.
What the?
Those are.
Now
That's
everyone
how I
else is
track.
I
like,
was
what?
not looking down there. Oh, it's this is Tyler. I didn't realize that because I was always to the left.
Okay. Just so you all know, that's actually
So-
how I track unit information.
That's how you track unit.
Yeah, units.
Yeah, enemy units. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So Scott, am I?
What's up, Frank?
Sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
No, I was just wondering then, am I going to be the one that's going in, Scott, or are we actually? Are you going to be like, no, we need you? I feel like we're in that moment, and it's like,
Oh, my
Yeah.
apologies. When he said, "I'll see you on the other side," I thought more or less what was being said was Torne and Astara were going in, and you and I
Okay.
were staying out. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I
yeah,
understood.
no. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's what I
Yeah.
Here's the
thought.
thing.
Torne was
So then my in-game
Okay.
response was that it's settled
okay,
with that mindset.
Well,
okay.
right, okay.
Sorry.
Well, then before we go in, it's
Yeah.
that I feel like I'm really pissed that you did this to me.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna not follow your orders here because I'm a good enough soldier for that. But I'm really pissed,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I just fucking just sit down or something or start polishing my knife, and that I'm aggressively polishing my knife, which means I'm pissed.
Yep.
Oh my.
Well, soon you're gonna have to take over Torne's gun shooting.
Yeah, I'm not going to address it yet. I'm just going to give you time to seethe.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know what you would do if one of your employees is pissed off. What kind of manager are you? Okay.
I mean,
in real life?
Have you met Luther?
Me in real life or Luther?
No, I met Luther. So
Yeah,
that's what I was
Luther's-
wondering, right?
Luther's going to give you space. He's going to give you a minute to calm down lest you make the wrong mistake.
And then he's gonna shoot you in the head. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Unless you make the right. Listen, I'm not going to take a bayonet to him. Okay, like listen,
That's true.
like mine's bigger.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, in front of you, you guys see the main gates. There seems to be no barricade or the like there, aside from the regular security barricade with what looks to be 4 or 5 people standing outside of it.
I'm shooting them.
I'm shooting.
Wow, rude.
If
Rude.
they open fire, he'll shoot at them.
Yeah, but the barrier is closed at the moment. It's one of the stereotypical parking barriers that we see all over the place. Not an actual security barrier. So
Just like a little
yeah,
wooden...
the striped pole basically.
Yeah.
And these seem to be just regular guards. They're not dressed in uniforms military-wise. They're clearly civilian guards. And we see one of them hold out their hand for you to stop as you approach.
Gun is trained on that person.
Make an intimidation for me. I'll give you a bonus on this.
Well, Luther's gonna be able to intimidate the crap out of them.
Yeah, how much bonus am I getting for this?
Oh no, it's they'll have a negative to theirs,
Okay.
basically.
All right.
I'm lowering the
Your
DC.
DN will be lower.
All right. Intimidation. All right. Cool. Ah, glory. Sweet.
Um,
That was a cute try. I like it.
Hey, listen. I never said I was good.
He's
at
like,
it.
stand aside. Let me roll my 19 really quick.
No, this is a moment where Simba's trying to be like.
Simba.
That is
what are you
not
doing?
what he's
Practicing my roar.
I have a machine gun trained on the person.
No,
That's
no.
all he did.
JGT, you're very scary. It's okay.
Hey, I got us a glory. That might come in handy.
It won't.
That will come in handy. I'm
I
sure.
just wonder how many people in chat don't know who JTT is because we're old.
I don't know who JTT is.
Oh my God, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He was like the
Okay, now,
heartthrob in the early
if you
90s.
say
Oh
the
my
full
God.
name, then I know. But
It's
not.
because
Yeah.
Scott has like a nickname for him, and the only reason why I know this is because it's not the first time Scott has brought it up.
Oh God, that's bad. No, his nickname was JTT. Jonathan
I
Taylor
have never
Thomas.
heard that.
No
I-
one,
Oh my
no
God.
one calls that. Just
No one
you.
calls him JTT.
That was his nickname. There was like JTT
No.
posters and stuff.
No.
Not in my bedroom.
No. No. Apparently they were in your bedroom.
Pretty sure they were in your bedroom.
I had
And no shit,
Shakira
man.
posters. Thank you. I still would, but I'm married, so I don't know if it's okay.
I mean, the Super Bowl should have been nice for you then.
Just put it in a really nice frame. Maybe she'll be down.
Super Bowl was awesome this year. Like, don't want to detract, but it was actually a really good game to watch. So,
So, yeah, the person seems to shrink away for a second before clearly getting a message in their earpiece and walking towards you guys as you're driving up incredibly fast, waving their hand, "Hey, stop!"
God, that's your turn.
I know. I just wonder if I should actually stop.
You should probably tell them. Let you through.
That's
Is this
your
like
decision.
Opens
Like
a
I
gate.
said, my gun is set to fire.
Yeah, I think
Ouvrez les portes.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'll call out, open the gate. It's like a command, but I'm not slowing down. It's one of those that will be my intimidation.
Yeah, that sounds like
That's a
that
really
sounds
far
Do,
away.
do you
yell.
want to,
Broadcast if I have
your
to.
driver hatch maybe?
No. Lean out the window, hey, oh, hey, Jimmy. No, I'm gonna use it, broadcast it with that loudspeaker. Or
Sure.
whatever.
They are going to have a. It's going to be very difficult for you. I'll tell you that because they're under orders from someone more powerful than you.
Wrath?
I mean, do I really want to spend a wrath when I really need it for the
Yeah,
future?
because in case you roll shitty, this is the moment where you do not want to.
It's literally just
Okay.
a small iron bar, by the way.
I'll invest the wrath just in case. I won't use a glory. I'm gonna roll intimidation. Let's see how it goes. Come on, boys.
I mean, oh yes,
You do not need to
another
use
glory.
12.
Fuck you.
And a
Okay,
glory.
well, funny
you
enough,
already
DC
moved that glory,
Woo!
Scott?
10.
I just moved it. Ty.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I was literally giving DC a 10 on that because it should be very difficult, but apparently
DC 10? Damn.
not. Yeah, well, I mean, Luther's just commanding.
I know.
Order them to open the gates. The guy's still waving at you to stop, but the other ones hear your command, and we see one like sprint across and like begin to lift it up from his side.
They have to manually lift the gate.
Welcome to 40K. It's Soviet Russia style. Yeah.
There's like a crank.
Crank.
Look, it's either
Yeah.
that or imprisoned mechano slave thing
Yeah,
doing
no.
it. So it's like
No,
those are
exactly.
your two options.
It's either like a person grabbed it to this bar who's a half robot, half person. They're still trapped into their body, who has to then lift it up like that. Or, old Soviet bloc era from the 90s where they have to manually open it.
That's fine.
Shiver.
That's fine.
So,
We're in the
so
future,
40K.
Tyler, and we don't line up to get murdered, so it's fine, right?
Yeah, yeah. I have my machine gun to
mean,
mow
have you
down
seen the
whoever tries to line up to murder us.
So, Frank, just to be clear, I do slow down just enough to make sure I can clear the opening.
That was my next question. Are you going to run this person over as he's like lifting this up?
No.
Or
If running them over will make the gate shut behind me, yes.
it's not really a gate. Think of it like one of those
It's
red
like a
and
wooden
white striped
thing.
bars. that
Oh,
we
it's one of
see.
these bars.
The little lifty
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
a train station, like the
It's like a
train
train
bar.
station.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But it's
A
probably
checkpoint.
made of metal because it's kind of more secure.
Just
Yeah, but we're
don't
made
try to
of
mow the
more
poor
metal?
guy over.
Like we're made of like metal, you know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I won't hit him then. If he's in the way, but I won't try to hit him.
All I know is that if anybody makes for their gun, they're getting destroyed with my
I mean,
machine
they
gun.
all have their guns on them and they're holding them.
If they aim at
Does
me,
this guy get out of the way higher than a?
You're in a tank. Their guns aren't gonna have any AP against.
I'm in the open.
So what does
Yeah.
he do?
You clip him in the leg.
No.
I was gonna say higher than a 10.
Apparently I didn't roll high enough in intimidation.
I mean, they listen.
Does that give me a
He's
couple
the
extra
guy-
bonus dice?
That's the person who's helping us out, bro.
No, yeah, I didn't aim for him. He just didn't move.
Yeah, he was literally
I
trying
didn't
to open
aim
it.
for him. He
couldn't
just
open
didn't
it fast
move.
enough.
Do you want me to lose control of the vehicle because I had to swerve around some slowpoke? Hey, listen, just saying.
Yeah, so we get the scene.
This is
of,
Warhammer. We just
Yeah,
it's bloody
he's-
and gory and terrible.
Yeah, he's probably also a robo slave, anyways. They're not people.
yeah. So we see the scene of, the guy lifting the gate up, crawling under it as he's holding it up. As you guys are just going like super fast down the rampway into the spaceport itself, and we see this guy like stretch out a little too much, sticks his ankle out, and you just like
Ah.
crush his ankle as you go on by, and he just rolls around in pain.
No
as you guys
facial reaction.
feed into.
Yeah, because
I
you're
mean,
a freaking
you guys didn't even
sociopath.
feel it.
No, we wouldn't. Also, we wouldn't have necessarily really felt it if it's just his ankle. We just kind of
Yeah, I know.
like a
Oh,
small bump.
You're gonna
and,
feel it if your
I don't know.
ankle gets ran over
We're not-
by
You'll
a
feel it.
tank.
Yeah,
He's going to
you
feel
need
it.
Car,
Hold on,
our car.
How do you
in the
think
vehicle.
bodies
vehicle.
work, Tyler? How do you think bodies work?
We won't feel it.
Yeah, no.
We won't
You
feel
Like
it.
the
We won't
tank
notice
won't
it.
feel
I was
it.
talking about the car, not
Oh,
him.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
If it was a
tank's not
plump
gonna-
Yeah.
raccoon, we wouldn't
That's
feel
why I
it. You know what I'm
said we
saying?
won't
Like,
feel it.
No, we won't feel it. Okay, you're right.
You
yeah.
guys don't even notice it happened. This is just
Yeah.
something for
Yeah.
the cameras on the outside. Just show
You
how
know,
much of an asshole
I might see it in the camera. Maybe our star does too, because she's in the front. And she's like, oh, and I'm just like,
No, Astara's kind of weird too. She doesn't have any facial expressions.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys are on the spaceport itself with no issue. However, now that you're in, you do notice that there are several people running around between buildings and the like.
I do say a prayer.
I mean, you're always saying a prayer.
Do they look like military personnel?
Most of them appear to be neither junta or Republican. They are Royal House Guard.
As soon as like Ostara sees a point where we can jump out and get enough cover so that Torne and I can make our way to the tower, we will. So I am going to switch spaces with Alana and tell her to be like, Alana, you help direct Luther. Torne, we must go.
Taking any of these two with us? Looking at Carl and Crystal.
Out of game, I wouldn't mind if you took Carl.
Yeah, Carl probably makes sense.
I'll say, I'll actually in game.
Alrighty,
I'll actually.
Eric.
Oh, sorry, Erica. Let's switch.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that. Yeah, Carl will be with you to the end. That sounds good.
Are you ready, Eric? You're going to be playing 2 people in combat.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah.
I felt good. I didn't take Eric out of the action.
Gilda
Okay,
gets to
cool.
go anyway.
Eric had no action.
No,
last
better
week, so he's
Gilda,
gonna get
better
double
Gilda.
action
Follow me.
this week.
So, are we driving towards the needle?
Well, yeah, the idea was for us to get there, kind of like swing drop you off, and then head back towards the ship because you guys need the leg up in time.
Yeah,
us.
I figure Maggie and Carl will jump out the back. Torne is literally just going to slide down the side from the turret.
And then is Gildo going to pop into the gunner spot then? Is that
Yeah.
the plan? Okay.
I figured Gildo would be taking over the gunner spot.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. I just want to make sure we're all in the same spot. And then I guess Crystal can kind of
Be extra pair of eyes.
extra pair of eyes for you.
Sarah,
Yeah.
try to make it quick awareness. DC 5.
Unless we think Crystal has the ability to be useful in the tower, I assume no.
Ooh, and I got a complication.
We both did.
We both did. Oh,
Don't worry,
no.
this is totally something that doesn't matter.
Oh, thank God.
For me.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Make it awareness super quick.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh.
I'm not
Not
gonna
Gildo.
I'm not gonna
Carl?
invest anything into it.
Carl too.
No, not Carl.
Three
Perfect.
complications.
Perfect.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
Yeah, so
3 complications in a row. What the bananas?
All right.
I mean, I'm okay with
you
that.
summon a devil. That's what that means.
No, 3 is Nurgle's favorite number. 3, 7, and
Yeah.
divided by both of those.
9 is
no.
Zeech.
That's not good.
So, oh no, it's fine. So,
All 4 of them are.
sorry, you don't notice this. You're busy doing your own thing. But Tarane, Luther, you notice that as Gildo's like climbing up, it's just a tiny ladder blocking the co-pilot seats. From
we notice
where
him.
the gunner is
He's
standing, and you just see Elena just like turn around and just boom, just face staring,
Just booty.
just booty,
Okay. This was.
just like yeah. I just needed that. I needed that for myself. I'm sorry, Eric.
So when Torne
like-
goes to slide down the side of the car, he's
Eric's
gonna
like,
stick
why
it
is everyone
out
objectifying poor Gildo? Like,
Yeah.
we can't do
Because
it.
he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a
It's true.
90s hunk. Exactly.
So when Torne goes to jump out and slide down the side, he's gonna stick his fist down, kind of like towards Gildo as he's climbing up, and say, "Shake and bake," and then slide down off of it.
It's good.
So you guys begin to make your way. You 3, essentially, are you lowering the back of the Chimera, or are you jumping out the top porthole, basically?
We're
The
going out the back.
turret.
And
Carl
Okay.
and I,
Torne's
Carl and
sliding down the
Astara's
side.
going out the back, and Torne's going out the top, sliding down.
All right. Tarane, make an awareness for me. And a serious one this time.
Don't fuck it up.
Cool, glory.
Okay, good.
Immediately, as you're standing on top of the Chimera itself, you immediately see a group of maybe half a dozen of the House Guard moving at speed towards you and the Chimera.
Weapons drawn?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start shooting with my pistols if they're in range.
Oh, they definitely are. They're like
Don't we need
they're
to stealth?
stacked up on like the side of the
The
building.
three of us
kind
need to
moving
stealth.
quickly.
Gildo should shoot at them.
Well,
we're
that's the other
sneaking into the
question. Do they
tower.
see us? Obviously, they see us. They're coming towards
Obviously.
the vehicle.
I mean, they see you. You're standing on top of a.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to shoot, Maggie. There's no stealthing here.
Oh, you could still stealth. You could try to like dodge into like roll under something.
He's going to slide down and take shots. That's what he's going to do. And then he'd yell to Gildo, "Hey, use the gun." So, here come my shots.
Well, then they'll know we're on foot.
That is a hit against one. Yes.
All right, I get to shoot with both of them, so it's good. All right.
I mean,
damage.
I'm pretty sure you melt them with the other one.
Yeah.
Let's see. They have 6 health each. 9 resilience. Yes.
Fine.
I mean, not really. Cool. Basically, yeah, you take a huge chunk out of one of them with both your rounds as you just the bolt round. Yeah, the bolt round like hits him in the shoulder, and you can tell he's wounded as he like flips backwards, his gun kind of scattering off to the side, and he like stands there for a second right before the blue beam of plasma just hits him square in the chest and just erupts in just blue fire as his chest armor melts, revealing the seared chunks and remains of his rib cage and innards as he like falls to the ground.
I look to Carl and I say, "So much for stealthing."
Comment time.
And I guess
So
I will also. How
I'm
many are
covering for
coming-
you guys to go in. They might not see you. You're getting out the back. I was on top of the car.
how
They
many-
saw me. There was no way you didn't see me when you're looking
How
at
many
the
of
car.
them were coming towards the vehicle?
I think you said 6, Frank. So 5 now.
5 now.
I mean, I'm not in a position to shoot, am I? I imagine I'm not, considering.
which
You
one?
were literally jumping up to the gun as I
Yeah.
jumped off.
Carl or Gildo?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Yoda was getting up to the gun, but yeah, I wasn't sure because Tornay was still up there. That means I can't shoot. So
Gildo soon, yes.
yeah, okay.
It's
that
basically you
makes
just
sense.
have to situate
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
I'll try to
Move your-
crush one of them to keep it away from
All right.
Tornay as he's running toward.
So I'm just putting turn order on at the moment.
Oh, they
Now
get to go
Trani
then.
went first.
They get to go, then we get to go. That's how the.
Yep.
Forgot. Sorry.
Yep.
Which is still-
the guy that was going to go after me though was the guy I killed, so he doesn't get to go.
Well, that's not how.
That's not how it works.
That's how I want it to work.
That's not how any of that works.
It works.
All right. And let me put Luther on there.
We get to pick our initiative basically, but it goes
Yeah.
us, them, us, them.
Yeah.
Now, for now, I have it where Luther, you will go last if you don't mind. I assume you're okay with that.
He left, so sure.
Literally, Luther just abandoned you.
I will. Yeah. Luther is comatose at the moment.
Well, it makes sense.
Scott's
for,
gonna go get more ice
for
cream.
at least this round, it makes sense. I know he needs 2 more ice cream cones. I can't believe he came back with 2 ice cream cones.
So
I think somebody might have yelled down for him or something.
Yeah,
Who's-
I'm sure he has a
Is
kid.
that are they
this
shooting
is
at
directly
Tornay?
at Tarane. Yeah.
What's your DN?
I actually don't think does much to you.
I don't think you. Wait, there were 2 shots. 1 hits, 1 miss. Oh wait, that's the
What's
other
your
damage.
defense?
That doesn't do anything to me. That my resilience is 9.
Fuck you.
Oh, but what's your defense? Because 5 might not have hit.
3.
No,
Okay.
5 definitely hits it.
I don't know
damn.
what his defense is. Those
You got a ruin and critical though.
I did, which is why I'm accepting my rune for reasons.
Oh, he's got 2.
All right,
Gotta add that on the night.
I do. All right, perfect. So in that case, he fires a burst at you, and it hits your armor, but the red last bolts just kind of sizzle there as you finish your action and jump off. Astara,
More cosmetic looks. Nice. Scorch marks.
to add to the other scorch marks.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try to help him by getting rid of some more of these people trying to shoot at him so he don't die. I'm going to crush if I can. We'll see. This is against their TD. And
That would hit.
Yeah.
What game piece are those units from?
Oh, these?
Yeah.
I made
Yeah.
them.
Oh, okay.
Literally just any tabletop general map game.
Yeah, they just look like anything from Avalon Hill. That's why I was
No,
wondering.
that's where I got the theme from. Look,
Yeah.
see, I got.
Yeah, I know. I play those games. That's why I was
I
wondering.
know.
what
I
game they were
love
from.
these.
Is those stars
Uh,
squishing their head just...
Yeah, of course. The
Is
star is just brain mush.
Here's some artillery. Here's a infantry
I'm
unit,
waiting
and
for
here's.
Frank
I
to
can't
let me
see.
know.
I can't see what
I
you're
already let
doing.
you know. I said you hit.
Oh, I never heard you say that. I don't know if anyone
Yeah,
else-
Played you hit.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No, they only have a defense of 3. So of course you would have.
Then I'll summon 11.
Painful but alive.
Oh, and I don't have any that I can shift. No.
Okay, so you basically grab one of them. He tries to resist and break out. It's only on his turn that he can try to break out, right?
They must make a successful strength or willpower test DN5 or they are restrained.
Okay, in that case, I'll roll it now.
But they
Nope,
take
he
the,
doesn't
they
make it.
take the full damage.
Yep.
They have not risen. One is not high enough.
Should I use a glory to seize the initiative and kill?
They are restrained, which means on their next turn, they will take an additional 10 plus 1 ED.
All right.
Oh, at the beginning of my turn. Sorry.
Oof, I'm going to shift some of that into damage against Astara because they have a briefing on you for some reason. Weird how that works. The person doing the magical stuff has information on them. So you begin to crush one. Another behind him, just off to the side, and begins firing bolt after bolt at you. Let's see. Your defense is 3?
9. Or
9?
that goes through my defense. My defense is 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
your resilience, I thought, would be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
Your
resilience.
defense of 9 is incredible.
No, my defense is 4 or 3.
All right.
Yes.
In that case, let us
Heat for sure.
shift to damage.
You get 1.
Yeah.
Do you
I
want to
take
soak the 1?
I will soak 1.
Wait, remember, soaking costs 1 soak to attempt to soak.
Yeah, 1 shock, and then
So you're taking 2 shock
you would
instead of
take
1
2
wound.
shock instead of
You're
1
probably
wound.
better off just taking the wound.
Oh yeah, I'll just take 1 wound.
Save that 2 shock for later.
Yes.
when they hit for more damage.
And Gildo, I'm going to let you do both Gildo and Carl's turn at the same time, just for ease.
Really?
It's literally just easier that way for me.
Okay. Gildo's got up on the heavy stubber, right?
Yep. So open the.
Yeah, no, I have a heavy stub already set up on my sheet.
Did you change the pool though? Because I have it set for 10 right now for mine.
I think you just put it on his sheet to
No.
make it easier for him.
I already had a heavy stubber previously in the game, so it's still there on the sheet.
Oh, okay.
It's already on my character sheet.
Oh, that's nice.
Just the thing though is that I wanted to do is I can't aim.
Yep, you just moved
Is-
up there, so I would say.
Right. There you said there were 4 guys, right?
Yeah, there are 4 guys left. One of them, or 5
Special
guys
weapons?
in total. One of them restrained.
Special
No
weapons?
special weapons that you can see at the moment.
Suppressive
Okay. Well, if I
fire.
don't see anybody with a melter gun or a plasma, then I don't care. So I'm just going to shoot at. You can just pick one for me, whichever one makes sense here.
Yep.
Um,
I think just go down the line. That would hit.
Thank
Not
God,
sure.
because that's pretty. Yeah, I was going to say. What? Okay, dice. Okay.
Have you rolled any 6s yet for your attacks?
I've burned all of my good luck today.
Well, I was gonna ask, are you gonna do an interaction attack like suppressive fire or anything?
Awesome.
Oh, that'd have
You
been
also
such a
3
better
wrath.
idea. Just suppress everyone down.
I can say
No,
that you can
just kill 'em.
suppress it. Okay.
That's fine. No, I'm just gonna kill him. I'll just kill one.
Yeah, you actually
Yeah, because
wound one. You don't
we're just
kill
trying to
anyone.
get in the needle. I was just killing as I was running.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna gun one down, and then get ready to move to the other one. Carl comes out of the Chimera. Carl's got his las gun. He's gonna run from cover to cover, trying to shoot as best he can at one of the guys he can see. There's not really that much cover, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can basically run into the building.
Okay, Carl.
Carl.
All right, Carl.
Carl,
Right,
bring
push
it,
two?
Carl.
Push 2 or push 1?
You can push 2.
Awesome. There we go, Carl. That's what I'm talking about.
Bring
No,
it.
actually, you can push 3.
Good push 3. Nice.
Their defense is 2?
Their defense is 3, but you have 2
No, I can only.
plus the 1 red.
Oh, I didn't see the red one. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a god. Thank you.
You're welcome. I am God.
What a god.
Nice.
My
10.
AP is not 48. I don't know where that came from. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the AP.
Bring it,
I
Carl.
don't know.
48
Don't-
AP.
He shoots through the earth.
He just
Oh, that did more
Into-
than I
Well,
thought.
hold on. That's not
Shoots through
negative
the
40.
planet.
That's not negative 48. That's
Yeah, that's
positive
actually
48.
positive.
Oh,
48.
so it's a Nerf gun.
Yeah, you actually heal him.
It's a marshmallow. Yeah.
was he
So
taking aim at anybody who had already been hit
No,
or
I
crushed?
already was describing I mean the most random target. Like, so he's running out with you all, right? So like he's like
Yeah.
crouched running, and then
He's
like
running
as soon
with
as he
me,
can, he
yeah.
goes.
We're trying
he's
to,
like
like-
basically, yeah.
We're trying to take cover and then shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl's doing like the Gears of War thing, right? Where he's like running up the cover and like.
I missed that
But
game.
it's more like it's like a
His war
Mhm.
used to be
Uh,
good.
do a little like a trio of red shot fires out.
We see a couple of them immediately take hits from both the stubber and Carl's las fire, and basically the other 3 immediately begin to take cover as it comes their turn. And yeah, so just narrative wise to keep things rolling, 3 of them are immediately taking cover because they are taking suppressive fire from both Carl and the heavy stubber. Suppressive fire, figurative, not mechanical. And while the one is still in Maggie's clutches, he's struggling trying to get out, unable to actually escape yet. Who is running into the building right now?
I mean,
Is it Torne,
yeah.
Astara, and Carl?
Tornado, Star, and Carl.
All right. So we're going to break you guys basically off of initiative, more or less.
Did I
Just
finish my
because.
crush?
We're in the building already.
Yeah.
1 shots from each of us and in the building.
Do I finish my crush?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Yes.
Terrifying. I mean, he's going to roll your damage for it. Let's see if he.
Well,
Wow.
he takes the damage first, and then
I mean, but wow.
you can try to get out again.
You have to roll minimal damage. Wow. He has 1 HP left. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Right, this guy's a player character.
This guy is now a named NPC. It's this guy right here.
Oh, it's a player scav. Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
Steve. His name is now Steve.
Steve has
Does
1
the
HP.
wiggle.
Steve has 1 HP. He survived. Yeah, like we get the scene of he's wearing like regular gas mask. We get the scene of like blood dripping out from the mask part and just like dripping down as he's like struggling, being crushed, and then we see him like stress and like jump backwards and like stagger a bit as he falls, not expecting to actually escape, and he like crawls quickly behind the building, alive, however, but super wounded. So, ouch.
Ouch.
So the 3 of you make it into the building. It's a relatively standardized building from what you can see. It's has long drab gray hallways with multiple doors to either side. Nobody appears to be inside at the moment. In the center right, you can see a large stairwell just leading several stories up.
I figure Torne is leading in front. of the group with Ostara in the center and Carl in the back.
Sure.
Just it's basically protecting you.
Yeah. I think Ostara just mentions 2 when we're going in. I think we're trying to be stealthy if we can be, Frank.
All right. In that case, let's everyone roll stealth. Who is being stealthy? Coral.
Okay.
What's
We're just like full frontal assaulting this place. Like what does being stealthy look like?
I was like, this isn't really stealthy.
Yeah,
We're
like,
trying to be healthy inside the
Inside
we
the
building.
just
building.
drove a Chimera. Okay, yeah, we drove a Chimera through a gate shooting everybody.
No, you are the distraction. We are trying to be stealthy and make our
Right.
way around.
We're trying to not
That
get
that
stuck
actually
in
that
the
makes
building.
that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna say
with you.
to-
I'm with you now.
I'm gonna say to Carl and Torne, let us try to be quiet if we can. I will try
Fair
to
enough.
handle it with my way. If it doesn't work, well, you know what to do.
Die.
Just tell me where to go. I don't know where we're heading in here. I just know what we need to do.
To the top.
Now, Luther, what are you doing with the Chimera at the moment?
So the original idea was to drop them off like we did. Unfortunately, my kid was crying, so I had to run away. So I missed
Yep.
some of the description of the drop-off scene. I obviously heard that they killed a few of them. And then the idea was to then head back to the ship. She had said beforehand that most likely when we drive our vehicle up to the ship, it has like automatic features to at least open and let us in, but we might not be able to take off unless they did XYZ, which is why we're doing this. So the idea is to head to the ship and hopefully it opens and lets us in.
Please kill the rest of the people so they don't just chase us into the building.
No.
Oh, yeah. We have to reduce the number of people that are going to affect you, but I'm not going to go hunt them down to the last man. We'll just make a college try.
There
Leave
are
Steve alive.
4 people still alive with 4 fluffed up.
So 4 out of 4 are injured, or 4 out of 8 are injured.
There's only
There
4.
were 6. 1 got dropped, so there's 5 left.
Yeah.
1 has 1 HP. The other 2 are injured.
Okay, sure.
And then there's 1 that's uninjured, apparently.
So I guess what I'll do is I'll just say Gildo, and he'll know, of course. And I'm going to try to run one over as I'm heading back the other direction, and Gildo can
Oh,
have
yeah.
fun with this guy.
Make a pilot roll for me.
Would it be a ram?
It would be a ram, yes.
Hell yeah,
Um,
that's on you, buddy.
I don't want to use any
But,
glory because I feel like you guys need it, but I am willing to invest a wrath just in case. Ram
roll.
is how many? What was the difficulty for Ram? 4?
Yeah, it's just a pilot check.
Got it.
4.
Vehicles. Cool. And Ram is literally, how fast are you going, by the way? Just your.
As fast as I can to hit
As
the
fast
guy.
as reverse goes.
Cool. That's 3 extra damage dice.
Oh, do you have to roll this on the?
Is this guy not just
yeah,
dead?
that's right.
Yeah.
Civilian Chimera. Where is Ram? Ram damage. And you said 3 extra damage dice. So DBD. Okay.
His max speed is basically 3 extra.
I feel
regular
like-
speed, 2 extra.
Oh!
I feel like the one that hit is going to be the 1 HP
Oh my
person
God.
anyway.
That's 19 damage.
No, it can't
Oh
be
my
the
god!
same
Oh my
character.
god!
He's the only one not in
Wow.
cover. It would make sense that it'd have to be him.
Nah, Steve's fine.
Jesus, would
Steve
that
is
kill
alive.
any of? Would that kill any of us?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
me for sure.
that would kill all
That
of
would
you.
kill anyone.
Yeah, that would
That's
kill all of us.
splats. That's called a splat right there.
Okay.
That's what happens when a car hits a person, Scott. At speed.
Listen, not always.
The only way you would win is
At
by
the 80 plus miles per hour. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
19.
All right. Now, Gildo, before you shoot, are you aiming for Steve or are you aiming for the others?
Don't aim for Steve. He's named NPC.
Yeah, Steve for sure.
Fuck you.
Why kill the ones that have? Well,
No,
he's dead.
and I got critical,
All right.
which I will burn.
Cool.
You should have aimed for the uninjured one then.
Yeah, well, if only I knew that I would actually roll a critical.
It's
well,
the
good
machine
thing
gun.
you
It's
have
got
a
3
caster.
Oh yeah,
criticals
I
on
mean,
it
this guy
now.
just explodes. Okay, there you go. I've
So
gotten that
I'll
one.
go, then you go. We'll count that attack for your next one, though. Yeah, so literally, what happens is, Luther, you pedal to the metal, you shatter the sides of one of the building, basically, and we kind of get the glimpse from the person who's standing there, like about ready to pop out, and it's literally one of those. From his perspective, the camera's like facing him. He turns the wall, and we just see the chimera just over his shoulder, just as like brick and mortar flies. One of them is immediately going to raise his combat shotgun and just.
I just want to be clear. The reason why I hurt him so badly is because I've been practicing my aim on civilians this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Scott!
Gildo, because you're high up and he's going to have a hard time, you're going to have a +2 defense.
Oh.
What was your defense before the +2? I'm pretty sure that's it.
Was this was versus me, right?
Yeah, first you. First Gildo.
That's a hit for sure. It's 6.
That's actually impressive that he rolled all that. For only 9.
What's your resilience?
My resilience is 9. So
So
nothing.
you take 1 shock.
Yep.
Yeah,
Always
so
take 1 shock.
it's literally just,
That's fine.
you know,
I just
the
take cover.
chimera shatters the
close.
side of the building. He fires a burst from his shotgun, and the pellets
Hey.
just like bounce off your missiles.
Love it.
Shoot him back.
Say something snarky about Luther's driving.
And roll your damage and draw a critical for your attack that you already rolled.
Oh, I already did. It was a savage attack.
Oh, it was?
And
What's
yeah.
it do?
Oh, I don't know. It was the one I already drew before. It just like turns you into a mangled mess. So I imagine it's a mortal wound one.
Yeah, so he killed whoever he shot.
I assumed with a 10 and a critical that he's dead.
Roll damage anyways. Let's find out.
I did roll damage.
Oh, where is it?
It's above your soldier, which is where it's 10, and that's where I got the rune and critical. You see that?
Oh,
That wasn't my attack roll. That was my
no, I
damage.
meant. Oh, I thought.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No,
that
you're
wa-
absolutely
yeah,
right.
he
Oh my
never
god.
rolled damage.
I'm sorry. I just
Yeah.
assumed the heavy stubber does 10 damage by default, so I saw 10. I was like, oh, of course it's. My brain is literally just turning off.
No, that's fine. You can literally
Okay,
shift 3 of those into damage.
Shift 6.
Yeah.
No,
You
3
can
of
shift
them.
3 of them.
4. Oh, 3 out of 4. Okay.
3. Yeah.
All right. All right,
Plus the
that's
critical, whatever the critical did.
13.
Not bad.
So 13 and a mortal wound.
13.
And a mortal wound?
Yeah, he only had 1 hit point left, and that's why I saw he does a mortal wound because it was a
No, you're
savage
not
attack,
hitting
right?
Steve. I DM forbid Steve dying.
I'm spending a wrath point to
How
do
dare
it.
you? How dare
Do
you
it.
kill Steve? How dare you kill this
Oh yeah, I'll
man
kill
with
Steve.
1
I'm killing
HP?
Steve.
Steve is
I don't
gone,
care.
Steve did
man.
nothing to you. What did Steve do?
You chose Steve, Frank.
Yes, no.
Look, today
The
it's
dice
Steve,
gods
tomorrow
chose
it's
Steve.
Gildel.
Steve
Okay.
is gone.
Steve survived
F.
fair and square. He had a family.
Press F for respects.
Yeah, so it was Steve. Steve, like, already wounded, crawling on the ground, kind of raises his shotgun, takes a blast at Gildo. As Gildo, you just like level and just the casings just flying off to either side, ringing against the paneling. All right, Tirane, you guys are slowly going up the stairs to the main command and control tower. You don't hear anything. You hear the chattering of people talking as they continue to do their business. You hear several automatons simply doing what they do, cleaning, transporting information, etc., etc.
We're sneaking.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
sneaking up the stairs.
Sneaky.
Wait, did
Carl? Yeah.
Carl roll?
Oh yeah, Carl's badass.
Carl did not write his stealth.
Oh.
I closed Carl's sheet. There it is.
Yeah, if anyone can see my second monitor, it's just a mess of character sheets at
Oh,
the
God.
moment.
Not great.
Not very stealthy.
Oh,
Cool.
he did
Who-
better
by the way,
before.
what is the order for the people going up?
Tirane, Astara, Carl.
Carl.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what we said before.
Excellent. So, Tirane, you notice you guys aren't going very stealthily. They're a little louder than you would like, but there's chatter. There's people moving around. You can hear boots against the ground.
Hold on. I got a higher roll than Torne. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, and Carl
Hey,
has a stealth
I'm
of
not
2.
as stealthy.
And Carl has a stealth of 2.
I know. Wait, you said they aren't being as stealthy.
Carl is not a stealthy boy.
Oh, Carl's not.
I mean, it's not meant to be. Yeah, so you guys go up several floors. It takes about 5-10 minutes to get there. And there's no doors or anything to either side of you as you're crawling up or climbing up. The door in front of you seems to be a sealed, secure door, a drab gunmetal gray with the black and yellow warning labels on it saying secure personnel only.
Better skill the one you need. Just kidding.
Is this where we're supposed to go, Ostara?
This looked like where we're supposed
I would assume so.
All right.
I believe so.
Tarane's gonna tech it.
Oh, you're gonna attack
He, I have my little multi-tool thing, so he's trying to use that.
You're going to try and hack into it.
Dude.
Yep.
Cool.
This is the first time you get to use it?
Does the multi-tool give me anything? I rolled a 3.
A multi-tool is just a tool used for multiple things.
Can
Yep.
you use Wrath to reroll?
Yeah, I totally said that.
So the door itself, it is locked, but it does have a handle to open. It looks like it opens towards you, however. And Tarana, you like hook up your multi-tool to the little data pad entry keyboard thing, and you begin to type on it. And the door bursts open as if someone's kicking it towards you. Make a athletics for me.
Ooh. Nice.
5, but
Oh, no.
complication.
No.
Yeah, but then we see
Astara, make a athletics for me.
Oh no, why?
Oh, the complication is I run into Astara.
Why?
Not me, Tarana.
Oh, yes.
Not yes. She rolled lower than you.
Okay.
But
Huh?
it's
Icon.
still
It's,
all right.
it's an icon. It's not a glory.
Yep. Yeah, so it's literally next time to turn over. Kicks the door open with his gun just leveled. And as Tarana, you rock backwards from the impact of it. Probably not expecting it as you're trying to be Hacker Man hacking into this door. And he just unloads an immediate shell from his shotgun into you.
Ouch.
Or at least at you. And into you.
Oh, God.
I'll shift. Because I'm an asshole. What's your defense?
My defense is a 3.
3.
And it's a critical.
Isn't your defense 3?
My defense is a 3.
Yeah. So you can
Ooh.
Damn it.
shift.
Oh, one.
You
Damn
can
it.
shift 2. You could have shifted 2.
He
Yeah, I
only
did.
shifted 1. Don't talk to him.
And critical.
Wait, did that shift right?
Last
Oh,
time he
because
got
I'm
a
doing into the attack roll.
what?
Yeah, I've been shifting into the attack roll by accident.
Oh, that's why there's 2 bonus dice.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Because I shifted.
Yeah.
I'll
I
reroll
see what
that.
you did. Yeah, re-roll the attack. That's what you did.
There you go.
What?
Wonder.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna soak that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How do I roll to soak?
Because I
Well,
put
your
it into the ABD
resilience-
instead of the DBD.
Your resilience takes up part of it. What's your resilience?
9.
9?
I'm not taking 3 wounds.
No, yeah.
Do I just roll the soak?
Yep. Roll to
Am
soak.
I
So you
allowed to use a
spend-
wrath for reroll?
You know, it doesn't say anywhere in the rules for that. I don't think. Not off the top of my head.
Do it.
Yeah. I wanted to
I'll
do the
allow a
wrath.
re-roll for it, just because I don't know if it's in the rules. I just know use wrath to re-roll.
I got 2.
Cool. So you take 3 soak in total. 1 for spending, 2 for soaking.
And then I was able to soak 2, which means I still take 1 wound.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm at 4 shock and 1 wound. Crap.
Yeah, perfect. I like that.
I don't like that.
Wait, you're
This is
only
the
at
first
1
time
wound?
I've gotten a wound.
Wait, what do you mean you're only at 1 wound?
I have 6 out of 7 wounds.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought
I've only
you
taken
meant...
1 wound.
Okay. I misheard. I was like, why are you so wounded? Yeah, so we get the scene of this person in this drab, green, yellowish, ugly, puke color trench coat. The colors of the Royal Guard, or the House Guard. kick the door open, level a shotgun down the staircase, and then blam! We see Tarane stumbling back as he gets hit square in the armor. And then we go to credits. Because it's that time.
Oh, I thought we were going to get to do something with the ship and stuff. I didn't realize it was already that late.
It is. Unless you guys want to go another hour, I'm willing to go.
I mean, I'm still in my tank.
I know.
I have to be up early.
No,
Yeah. This always goes by
That's
so
fine.
fast, but
Back to my dungeon.
thank you all so much for playing, and then of course, thank you all for watching. We hope that you enjoyed it, and you know, next time maybe we'll actually get to space. Maybe. I don't know. But it's definitely gonna be a battle to get there. So we'll go around and let everyone say where you can find them at, and then wrap it up for the evening. But if you enjoyed the show, be sure to give us a follow here on twitch.tv/MargaretCrone. If you're super duper loving the show, you can support it at twitch.tv/MargaretCrone by subscribing to the channel here. You get some cool emotes, and we also have a Discord private channel where you can chat with us as well. And we even have a channel for Unsung Fury if you want to talk spoilers in there on the Discord. And then if you're feeling super duper generous, you can donate to the channel as well. And beyond that, if you cannot support us in a monetary means, we totally understand. Just being here watching the show every Monday, 7 p.m. PST, right here. Although Daylight Savings Time is happening soon.
Yeah. Oh, no!
I know, it's coming up
No,
already.
not for California. Not for California.
Are you done?
I
That's
think we're done with
confusing
it.
if that's true.
I
think
hope
California's done
so.
with
I
it.
hope so. I hate daylight savings time is the dumbest thing to have ever existed.
It's gonna get even more confusing if we don't go. Anyway.
No, it
Daylight
isn't.
Savings.
No, it
California.
isn't. We
Anyways.
shouldn't. Nobody should do daylight saving crap.
But if everyone else is still doing it and we're not, that will be confusing. Anyways,
Arizona and stuff already does
you can
it. so-
follow on all of the things for free as well to help support us. I'm Margaret Cronin, all of the places. This will be up on YouTube if you're just tuning in towards the end, or if you haven't watched any of our previous episodes and you want to check them out, you can go over to youtube.com/MargaretCronePlays, because I'm my gaming channel, and you can check out all the Unsung Fury stuff as well as the prequels to our goodness. Find more about our characters. Someday I will change the intro video so Tyler's character's actually in it. My goal for next week is to do that. So going around, we'll go backwards today. Frank, tell us where people can find you at and what your favorite moment
backwards
was
last
tonight.
week.
I know.
How dare you?
Also, I'm taking away those runes. They're gone.
Nah, I'm going to keep them forever.
No,
As
can't
you all
keep
know,
them.
I am Control Alt Frank. You can find me at Control Alt Frank, Twitch, Twitter. When I do tweet or when I do stream, you know, those rare occasions. Mostly you can find me on Discord. As some of you know, I do run quite a few tabletop RPG games. Our latest game is West of Orion, a West March multi-group, multi-DM style Stars Without Number game set in my own specific area of the galaxy, but using Stars Without Number.
Now say all of that 20 times over.
It's
Don't
West of
do-
Orion. It
don't do that,
is
Frank.
a West March. So currently we have about between 10 to 20 people wanting to play. As of now, we've had one group of 6 people run for our introduction. If anybody is interested, we have a portion of our Discord for that. I know that we have another GM of my council of GMs who will be running weekday games. I will be running weekend games. If anyone wants to volunteer to be a part of the council of GMs, feel free to talk to me, and I will see if you are worthy enough to be part of my amazing story. Most likely, yes, because you're all awesome. Y'all worthy, except for Scott.
I'm fine with it. I know I'm awesome. You know what, Frank? I'm going to tell you exactly how awesome I am. Frank, you think I'm awesome, right?
No.
Oh my god, why do you... You could use that role in the future!
Listen, I'm gloriously awesome.
I'm pretty sure I have a character on
Actually,
here
isn't your
called
DC like a
Scott Killer.
3 to intimidate you? So I'm pretty sure you could, push 12 of those?
You say that, but
God,
Here,
he
let me
rolled
just counter.
15.
with your death.
That didn't work, actually. I'm still alive.
Oh, weird. Is it?
Ah.
It super crit you.
Frank, what's your favorite moment from
A
tonight?
war crime.
It is a war crime. So my favorite moment tonight was... That's hard to choose. I'm going to say Gildo climbing up on top of the Chimera, rolling 3 amazing rolls, which were like right on the DC, or DN. I always call it DC. Yeah, but right on the point, like you needed to actually succeed. And then actually holding on after Scott rolled a complication.
It was pretty funny.
And then, of course, sorry. Going on from there, we have Gildo, who is played by Eric Vulgaris. Let us know where people can find you at, and of course, what your favorite moment was tonight.
Yeah, you can find me at Eric Vulgaris. You don't have me to tell you that. It's down right below on the overlays. Yeah, so my favorite moment tonight was probably watching Tyler successfully shoot down an aircraft, or at least get it to go away from us.
Oh, he didn't shoot it down. It still had 10 HP left.
Yeah, well, it got it to go away from us.
Oh, sorry.
machine gun.
Technically did the final blow.
Yeah,
Sure,
but you did the most damage.
The Star
Yeah,
Chaos.
you did. Yeah, she
I
just
did
kill
1
stealed.
damage.
I started kill stealed, but we know how much of a workhorse you were tonight. Okay, that's all.
Awesome. And then, of course, speaking of Tornay, tell us, what your favorite moment was tonight. And of course, tell people where they can find you at.
Sure. My favorite moment of today was Scott deciding to just clip that guy's poor ankle as he's driving underneath the gates. Oh, they're letting us through. I'm just gonna go. And my point of being like, well, we wouldn't feel it.
I didn't think that's what you
The
said.
several-minute argument that happened about where Maggie misunderstood what Tyler meant, and we all started arguing about it. Yeah.
I thought he said, well, he wouldn't feel it. And I was like, yeah, he would. You're like, oh, it's just his ankle. He wouldn't feel it. That's what I thought you said.
No. I said we wouldn't. The car would just, there might have been a tiny little bump, if we ran over a pebble.
Not even.
I don't even think there would have been.
Multi-ton tank.
I don't even think
I can
there
see
was.
if it was a plump raccoon, we wouldn't feel it.
Yeah.
It'd just be like,
So that was just great for me because it was one of those things where it was like everybody misunderstood me, but I'm like, but we wouldn't have felt it. It just would have.
You were right. We would not have. That is just not what I thought you said.
Yeah. But I'm Tyler Scheid. You can find me at apocalypse_12 on all over social media and on Twitch. Definitely follow me on Twitter if you want to find out when I'm streaming or when videos are going up on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/apocalypto12, no underscore.
And of course, last but not least, we have Luther, who's played by Delric. Let us know where people can find you at, and of course, what your favorite moment was tonight.
Favorite moment, lighting up the forest. Awesome. You just burn everything. Because in my mind, even though we're supposedly the good guys trying to do good here, it feels a lot like we're the bad guys right now. And it's where you can find me, twitch.tv or youtube.com/DaleRick, where I'm actually having a 3rd campaign going live soon. It's going to be on Thursday nights from 9 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be the 3rd game set in my world Aurorum, where all of them in the same timeline intermingle with one another in one way or another. And that is all. Maggie?
I guess I'll say what my favorite moment was tonight, because y'all already know where to find me right here. I think my favorite moment, okay, maybe it's not my favorite moment because y'all have mentioned some of my favorite moments already, but I love that we all were freaking out because we had 3 critical fails in a row, or critical, misses to that awareness. And we thought it was
forgot about that.
important, and then it ended up just being that Alana was checking out Gilda's butt.
I even told you guys it wasn't important.
I know, but we still were
I
like...
think you all started
You
freaking
always
out.
lie.
Yeah, you
always
lie all the
lie.
time. Do we believe
do.
anything you say anymore?
know.
No.
Look, I'm a storyteller. You shouldn't believe me. Or should you?
That's why we can't trust you.
It's why I'm so good at, deceit games and stuff.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us for episode 16 of Unsung Fury. We'll see you next week so we can finally find out what happens in the tower, what happens with the ship, and if we ever make it off this goddamn planet. We'll find out. See y'all. And if you're here watching live, I'll be hosting someone, so stick around.
Yeah.
10 minutes. I win.
You do.
Glad we ended it because glory points.
Always
Yeah,
happy
no.
to get you.
I wish you guys could keep those for next week because I'm pretty sure next week is like pure combat.
Right. Guys, I have to dip out.